Hello and welcome to At Haunted Sponge Definitely Solves Hunt-A-Killer 1973, Part 2. My name is Will.
My name is Allie.
We are back at it again. We did Part 1 where we dug through 1973. We looked through all the clues. We read the entire booklet about the band FLUF, the little-known band FLUF and the murder of Daryl Fanton. And now we're back to actually dig through the clues, roll up our sleeves, probably get all slopped around in blood, and solve this crime. Now, we've changed locales. I enjoy the backdrop that we had last night. However, 1973 is far more involved than I had thought it would be. So, we are back in my little home studio so that we can do fancy things. Things that are not possible elsewhere. Like, well, how about this? Why don't we take a look at Hunt-A-Killer's 1973 promo video? Maybe it will give us a few subtle clues. Maybe it'll give us something to work off of. But at the very least, it'll give us a ground from which we can build brand new ideas. Let's take a look at this. The video for Hunt-A-Killer 1973. You can get your own box right here. huntakiller.com/1973. Thank you so much for the box, Ryan Hogan and company. Without any further ado, let's take a look.
In 1973, a young group of musicians left the suburbs of St. Cloud, Minnesota, for the glitz and glamour of Los Angeles. The rock and roll lifestyle came naturally, but their legendary live shows didn't translate to the recording studio, producing one of rock and roll's most unacknowledged albums. With low record sales and no radio attention, the group was set to fade into obscurity. Until tragedy struck. The murder of founding member Daryl Fanton transformed the band from no-hit wonders to tragic cult icons. Decades later, their following grows as the murder remains unsolved.
Roses were blooming, it was summer, but we were kids, and we were lovers. The happy world was so full of color.
Daryl Fanton, his sister Janine, Sally Lowe, Courtney Ullman, Will Fox, and John Bjorn Enka. This is the story of FLUF.
Whoa. Hunt-A-Killer 1973.
Woo.
We've already dug through many of the clues.
Oh.
What's the matter?
I can't hear anything.
I don't know. Maybe it came unplugged.
Maybe.
And now we're going to try to figure out exactly what happened. So for those of you who did not watch part 1, I'm going to do the lightest of breakdowns of the actual mystery at hand. So in the 1970s, there was a band called FLUF. Daryl Fanton, as we saw, was found dead on the floor of a hotel bathroom. His carotid artery in his neck had been slit with a mirror that was covered in cocaine and the fingerprints of every member of the band, making them seem equally suspect as each other.
Yeah.
Now, we've got at our fingertips things like this intense record agreement contract that says certain things about how in the mid-90s the deal will be up and the rights of the music will revert to the band. This insane collector's item box that we got is the result, I think, of the band getting the rights to the music back and putting out a giant piece of merchandise, which, curiously enough, is put together by the Daryl Fanton Foundation, which I think was his sister's organization, done in Daryl's name to raise money for charitable things.
But might be a shell organization.
True. Yes, Allie found a list of payments coming in to the organization from different places. We'll be getting into that shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The box also included this. Now, I had a mini revelation about this the other day. By the other day, I mean today. So this is a kind of goofball-looking Daryl Fanton homicide, weirdo clip art thing about some of the details of the murder scene. Daryl Fanton's toxicology. He had a lot of cocaine in his system. His criminal history. He had a lot of arrests and like a word search and a puzzle. Now, as I was looking through this, it feels like a very callous document. You know, if we're going to take all of this stuff at face value, a man was murdered. And then in the 90s, they put together this box that's like, you know what? Here's all the amazing music that he made, though. And it feels in some way like it's supposed to honor him. But this is very weird. This feels very much like...
Yeah, like taking advantage of the situation.
Yes. And on the back of it, the
DFF.
emblem for the Daryl Fanton Foundation. Now... There was no reason to believe that this hadn't been put together by the Daryl Fanton Foundation.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's branded right there on the back, to me, underlines this sort of like money grubbiness of like, you know what? Now we're really going to cash in.
Yeah.
His sister may have put this together, and now she's essentially, I think, communicating, it's time for me to get paid.
Yes.
Worth noting, right?
Worth noting. Very good.
Also, an Easter egg I realized, and it was staring me in the face. The record contract was signed with a company called Sewer Horse Records.
Yeah.
That is a Hunt-A-Killer universe reference.
Oh, really? What is it from?
There are newspaper articles in other aspects of Hunt-A-Killer that reference people finding horses in the sewer. And yeah, they're to my knowledge, complete window dressing. Like, they have to have a news article printed on this side of the paper. But newspapers are printed on two sides, so there has to be something on the other side.
Yeah.
And so they did some bogus story about kids finding a horse in the sewer. It's popped up in several places. I've noticed it each time, and I didn't notice that one until today when I was scanning a few of these items.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of amusing, kind of clever.
I'd just like to turn to the chat for a moment where a lot of people are talking about crochet. So,
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Allie made the blanket that she is wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you crochet too, Christy. I'm sure you can get it, Elena. I'm sorry, Charles. I'm not trying to take your wife's turf. And Mom, this is not a shawl. It's a blanket. The exact same one that I've been crocheting for weeks now.
Yeah, Allie has literally been wearing this blanket while she crochets it further. Which is crazy.
It's done now.
Okay, so where do we start this time?
I want to talk
wanna
about
go
the shirt.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
do it.
So I discovered something as I was walking by the shirt on the table just now, which is, so we got a band t-shirt, which is,
Yeah,
do you want to hold it up? Okay. I don't have use of my left
Can I
arm
hold
because
it
of the
up?
shawl.
All right, fine.
Okay. So it's a cool t-shirt, and I was like, why would they have printed this specific design? And I noticed that there's little tiny stars in the bottoms and top, which match the stars that are on that drawing.
Here, I can actually put it up on screen right now. Bingo. We had this
Bingo.
constellation card.
Where is that card?
I have it on the screen right
No,
there.
I wanna
It's
see
somewhere in here, but yeah,
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
So on the card, you can see that there are stars which have, some of the points are filled in with color. And Allie noticed mere minutes ago that the FLUF shirt, the Hunt-A-Killer shirt that came in the box, the stars have, some of the points are blacked out. So a definite connection between these two things. And actually, I think that I can maybe do a better job pointing out the similarity if I do something like this. So yeah, we'll put the shirt here at the bottom. You can see that some of the stars are...
No, there's some on the top too.
I know, I'm just trying to
Okay.
get an example,
Okay.
really.
Okay. Yeah.
So some of the star points are blacked out there. And then here is the constellation card. And you can see, bam. So there's definitely some sort of connection. Maybe a hidden message on the shirt.
Yeah.
What up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So there's also colors, the colors of bands on the ribbon on the trunk, which we'll notice last time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that the directionality of the star plus the color must mean something. And I want to know if they always align or if they're only aligned, like, is the right-handed stars always yellow?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I would assume so. So you're saying that next to this blue little owl, there are these ribbons on the trunk of this tree.
Yeah.
White, yellow, blue, purple, green. And what I'm looking at right now on the shirt, are there any stars that are a different color?
Yeah.
There are?
Well, no, they all
There's
match
kind of
the
a-
colors, but I mean, like, do the colors always correspond with where the tab is, or no?
Oh,
They
I
don't.
think I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. And is it to give us a numeric answer? So it's,
I feel like it must be, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. We're going to have to figure that out one way or another for sure. You know?
Yeah.
And we can even chart some of this stuff out on screen now that we're in this room doing the show. But why don't we take a look at some of the crazy websites? That was really what prompted me to say we needed a part 2, is the fact that there are more websites involved in this story than there have been in the previous premium boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So what is one of the ones that you had jotted down there, Al? Why don't we just start with...
Sorry. I don't think I wrote any of them down.
Oh, I thought you
Sorry.
had. Okay.
No, I was on them on my phone. Let me see if I have them.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you try to pull them up? Because we went through the FLUF booklet, which gives the complete history of the band. It actually gives some of the alibis for where people were when Daryl died.
So we've got noahsong.org.
Oh, okay. Here, let me start opening them up.
Okay.
NOAHS. Noah's.
SONG.
SONG.
Yep. .org.
Okay.
Then you've got watchfulwill.com.
Watchful Will.
Which,
That's
how
me.
did you not get that
Watchfulwill.com.
URL?
I love this website. Here, I'm going to put them up on the screen right now.
From floridawitharts.com.
From Florida with arts.com.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's it for now.
That's what we've got so far?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So why don't we poke around in some of these websites real quick?
So in Noah's song, you see where it says budgets? Ding. That is what I was looking at. So if you look at the top vendors of all time on the PDF, the last one, you can see that the top vendors or the top grants in has always been DFF.
Yeah.
So DFF is paying for this Noah's Song group, basically.
Yeah, the Daryl Fanton Foundation is paying for Noah's song.
And then the largest vendor, meaning the one that they paid the most money to do things for them, was NA in the past. And then they were basically taking this money from DFF and putting it into the Red Cross. Okay, so that seems like fine.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'm behind the time. So these are the years. So 1980 through 84, then 85 through 89.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So then, I'm sorry, this is an Excel document, so it's just my native language.
No, that's
so
right. It's not formatted in a way like I would expect
know.
years to all be columns
Got
or
it.
something.
Okay, so then you've got like DARE, TCRC. I mean, I feel like these are all pretty normal things.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, in 1996. Look here.
Yeah, 96.
Well, actually, starting earlier than that, you've got DFF is going in, meaning the largest foundation that's getting money in.
Yeah.
And then the largest vendor where they're paying them is KMW, which is Kids Music Wholesale.
Okay.
So this is the sister's organization.
Okay.
Yes.
So Noah's song was getting money from the Daryl Fanton Foundation, and then it was going right to the Kids Music Wholesale.
Yeah.
Which was his sister's organization.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I feel like this is a shell organization or like money laundering, because basically what it does, it allows you to put money into an organization that then lets you take the money out as a vendor. So you can say like, I'm going to raise $1 million. I see, Jen. That's awesome.
Jen Jack says, Allie, using Excel is what I'm here for.
That's what I'm here for too, Jen. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, so DFF is like putting money into the organization, and then they can pay this Kids Music Wholesale, for instruments or music or whatever, which can keep them afloat. So it's like a way for a nonprofit to a for-profit organization, and it's not that good in an ethical sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. So,
and typically it would be seen as a conflict of interest for most nonprofits.
Yeah.
Who's LF O'Brien on?
LF O'Brien is an in-universe reference to, I believe it's where, tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, everybody. It's where somebody from Hunt a Killer, the monthly boxes, had been kept for a while.
What? It's a place?
Yeah. It's a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Janine's business, Kids Music Wholesale, now operates in all the contiguous U.S. states through their online presence. When Janine turned 18, she created the Daryl Fanton Foundation in her brother's honor. So yeah, she is funneling the money to her own organization. Mm-hmm. How did we find out about Noah's
Noah's song?
in the first
It
place?
was in the letter to us from the
purchase of this?
from the purchase of it, not from DFF, but from actually the auction house.
Okay, this is the auction
Yeah.
house right here.
Yep.
Yeah, enjoy your win and the satisfaction of knowing that all proceeds have been donated to the Noah Alexander Memorial Fund, per Mr. Lessman's last will and testament. Lessman would be, was it Bobby Lessman?
Yeah.
Who was one of the managers of the band?
He was the manager of the band. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's actually like a good thing for his innocence.
Yeah.
That this group that he had asked people to donate to was is like a prop for their, like he
Yeah.
well, maybe not, because maybe he helped set it up so that he could like get the money for this
Yeah, maybe.
for himself. Maybe he's another organization.
Either way, I'm still part of the team that says this 90s plot line may give us some of the, the motivations of the members of the band, but it's 20 years since Daryl Fanton was murdered. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is the key or if this
Just
is
to-
part of the
just to
fleshing
remind-
out of the world.
Just to remind people, this is a profit and loss chart going by year, 1995 through 1999. What knowing look was that?
There's no knowing look at all.
Okay. So it's basically how much money they took in and then how much money they put out
Okay.
into the world. So at the top, you have how much money they took in from corporations, which, as you can see, goes up considerably from...
Yeah. So
Yeah.
from foundations, they were making $27,000 a year. 1997, it jumps to 666. And then a mere year later, I mean, this puppy's almost tripled. 1,715,000. And then it dips a little bit for 1999. That's interesting.
Wait a minute. In-kind revenue. Which means they weren't giving them cash?
Total in-kind revenue.
So in-kind usually means you do a service for someone.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Huh.
Weird.
Okay. Interesting. We'll see. I wonder, is there a Hunt-a-Killer averse? Is this part of like a greater story that connects to Listening Friends of America from
I
the
wonder.
monthly boxes? I don't know. Okay, so let's look a little bit into the history of Noah's song here. Who we're helping. Noah's song proudly raises funds for and provides resources to aid medical research, arts education, and quality of life programs for children everywhere. How we're helping. From live events to individual donation collection, Noah's Song explores all charitable avenues to make the largest impact in areas experiencing the most need.
So this is just kind of like charitable
Yeah.
BS kind of.
And it's interesting that they're saying that they put their budget stuff out online because they think that nonprofits should be transparent. So they're not afraid of having this information out there.
Yeah, but that's how shell organizations work, is you just can't figure out quite who everyone is,
Oh, like what it actually is for. And this appears to be the beginning, middle, and end of Noah's song. The bulk of what we should be concerned with is in the budgets. There's not much else to the website. So now let's take a jump over and look at watchfulwill.com. Now, this is a website that I should have bought years ago. This is run by Will Fox, one of the members of the band, who never believed in the story that was told about Daryl Fanton's death. In a nutshell, Daryl Fanton found dead. Shortly thereafter, another member of the band, Courtney, ODs. They pinned his murder on Courtney. Will never believed it and put together this site to try to figure out what the truth was. This site is maintained by and original content by Will Fox, preserved by the Friends of Watchful Will Society, a volunteer organization dedicated to the truth. Post 1. I love this. I love all these stars. Aircraft chemical trails.
We're not reading this whole thing about chemtrails on.
But Al, I'm pumped about this conspiracy stuff.
So here's the suicide note.
Courtney's
I've been
suicide
thinking about
note.
this all day.
Have you really?
Yes.
In the book, in the FLUF handy-dandy visual guide, the final page with writing on it is some of Courtney, there she is, some of her writing. This is my key moment, the exact time when I must go, because life is a repeating cycle. Now, Allie found out last night that it was a line from her suicide note.
Yes.
So, from Watchful Will. This is something that no one wants to talk about, but the piece that everyone sees is only the beginning.
I read this last night.
Good.
All right.
All right. No one understands the rest of it because they don't want to look deeper, or they just aren't smart enough to see it. There's a hidden message there, and I think Sewer Horse Records knows and wants it under wraps. Good thing for us, I have a multitude of ways to get what I want. Here's a picture of Courtney's suicide note in full. Sidebar. Sewer Horse Records. Maybe it was founded by somebody who's descended from one of the kids that found that horse in that sewer. Just throwing it out there. Anyway. So anyway, here's the suicide note. Everybody share this video as we're live. Share the video. Tell people that we're doing this. This is my key moment. The exact time when I must go because life is a repeating cycle. And now we've got some parentheticals. Siren with the candy. K. Hiffler. Yeah, this is the nonsense you were talking about. Baby, you and me. Nonsense. Bad things happen. Nonsense. Every day goes by. A crystalline world. Something's crossed out here. I dug myself under. This all leaves me now. Signed, Courtney Ann Ullman. This is my key moment, the exact time, blah, blah, blah. He transcribes it. There is clearly an indication that Sewer Horse Records was involved in this. Let's take it line by line. Oh, so he's trying to solve it himself right here, right now. Siren with the candy. A siren is an ancient creature that takes a seductive shape and calls sailors to their death with a beautiful song. SHR offered us a deal that was too good to be true, and they brokered the deal without most of the band there. So Sewer Horse Records is the siren with the candy in this scenario. Baby, you and me. Courtney didn't have much going on in her life. You and me must refer to herself and the band. All of us. Baby must reference the baby that we had together, i.e. our album. Bad things happen. This appears at surface level as fairly self-explanatory, although looking just a little deeper reveals that she seems to be suggesting that she had no agency. She didn't make bad things happen, according to this. Bad things just happened to her. This clearly suggests that someone else was behind her death, and if someone was behind her death, they likely were behind the death of Daryl as well. Who are they? I wager my left arm it's SHR. What's going on here? Hold on a minute. Charles is trying to catch Jen up on what we did last night, and Charles says, all you missed was Allie being smart and making Will look dumb, as per usual. Charles, thin ice, Buster. Every day goes by. Every day passes, goes by. If the days are gone, then we are left with the night, right? Perhaps. Or perhaps she uses this line to reference the lack of a day/night system. Huh? A crystalline world. What kind of world is she talking about? Why does she use this line here? I bet it's some clue to Sewer House Records' Enter division operation. I forgot about that. Sewer Horse Records says that they focus now more on their...
Oh, yeah, Enter division.
Which is like a science weird lab thing. I think the drugs she was using were synthesized by scientists at SHR. Some kind of stimulant designed for performance enhancement and mind control. I dug myself under...
Can I just tell you I just discovered these are song lyrics?
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah,
I assume they are.
Okay, well,
What?
fine.
I'm just
You
saying.
didn't say that.
They feel like song lyrics.
Okay. But I mean, these are lyrics from their album.
Maybe we should look at what the subsequent lines are.
Yeah, but I don't think they match. But keep going. It's
Okay.
fine. Do whatever.
I dug myself under. This is particularly interesting that she says this here because this is the only line in her note that gives her agency as the one doing the action. Even still, it is an action against herself, suggesting that even though she had the opportunity to do something, it was not entirely her choice. At least, who would choose to dig themselves under instead of dig themselves out? Another clue that she was coerced into committing suicide. This all leaves me now. Still, even when she kills herself, she isn't doing it of her own free will. The world leaves her. We all left her, I think.
Okay, so I found two of them so far.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to explore one of them? We'll
One
see
is Crystalline
World.
World,
Okay.
which is in the song Snow Queen.
Maybe it's in order to listen to the songs or something. You know what I mean?
A crystalline world that you can't touch, staying up all night dreaming of love.
Yeah, the characters definitely don't seem to line up in an obviously significant manner.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up a Word doc here, and I'm going to write down what songs each of these
lines
occurs
Why would you
in.
not use Excel?
Okay,
fine. Go ahead.
A crystalline world is from what?
Snow Queen.
Snow Queen.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay.
Baby You and Me is After Party.
You and Me. After Party. Okay.
Bad Things Happen is... Sorry.
That's okay.
Deal with the Devil.
Which one was that again?
Bad Things Happen, Deal with the Devil.
Okay. All right. So we've got Crystalline World.
Oh, a Supernova Sleaze is Every Day Goes By.
Supernova Sleaze.
Every Day Goes By is
Every Day
Supernova
Goes By. Sorry.
Sleaze, yeah.
Supernova Sleaze. It's awesome. Starting with the candy, Baby You and Me.
I know, I'm still looking, sorry.
No, it's all good. Then Bad Things Happen. For whatever reason, I wrote them out of order. Bad Things Happen. Every Day Goes By. A Crystalline World. Okay, good. I dug myself under.
Oh, that's this. Bad Dog.
I dug myself under?
Yep.
Bad Dog?
Yep. So the last one must be that fortune teller song, which I don't like, but
Well, we have two. We have
Oh,
This All
two.
Leaves Me Now and Siren with the Candy.
Siren with the Candy must be a fortune teller song.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 songs on the album, so it makes
Yeah.
a sort of jump out at you sense. So yeah, we've already got After Party.
Wait, what's the other one that we don't have yet?
We don't have Siren with the Candy, and we don't have This All Leaves Me Now.
Oh, yeah, this is that. Although the line is This Leaves Me Now.
All right. Well, then maybe that's significant. Actually, This Leaves Me Now. From what song?
The Best Show on Earth.
The Best Show on Earth. Okay.
And
So
hold on, what's the last one?
maybe we can process of elimination it, though. You know? Maybe it's from Look Up, Keep On Fallin'.
Oh, I think that was in a weird spot. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here. Yep, duh. Line 2. Keep it on falling.
So they line up with the album. Keep On Fallin'. So this is the track order of the album. Keep On Fallin', which lines up with what she wrote. Number 2, After Party, lines up with what she wrote. Number 3, Deal with the Devil. Number 4, Supernova Sleaze. Number 5, Snow Queen. Number 6, Bad Dog. Number 7, The Best Show on Earth. So her suicide note lines up references to each track from the album.
Yes.
Okay, so then maybe the scrambled up letters here actually do.
Spell something.
Yeah. What just
It doesn't have enough vowels in it, though. I don't think that actually spells anything. I think that's a code. Like, I'm kind of thinking life is a repeating cycle must mean that they're, like, I feel like it's like on a wheel. Like, there's a word
you think
on a wheel.
this is my key moment.
Yeah.
The exact time when I must go, because life is a repeating cycle.
Time when I must go, because life is a repeating cycle, key moment. I feel like it's like one of those ciphers. We've used them before, where it's like one circle with A, B, C, D,
Yeah,
E.
a wheel, yeah.
And then another, like a wheel that turns around it.
Yeah, we
And
had
it,
that
like,
for
moves.
we had that for one of the Hunt a Killer boxes.
Yeah. I mean, some of these, like, that have commas in or apostrophes in them, they can only be certain letters, right? Like K is probably A or
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
right? The
Which
comma
means that L is probably the other.
I. Yeah, so it's probably I because it wouldn't be A.
It's being used several times here.
So it's probably I.
So that's
L is I.
Yeah, why don't we just
Yeah.
just
Yeah, build
noodle
it.
around? All right. Now I'm not the Excel pro that Al is.
Would you like to hand me the wheel?
I have no problem doing that.
Literally? The wheel?
The wheel?
Yeah.
Well, there is no wheel.
No, well, we're going to build one.
Not literally. Okay. All right. Here's the keyboard. Here's the mouse. Now you're the chief of the house.
This is not going to be that hard, but
Bingo, baby. Bribery.
blah blah.
Bingo, bribery. So if we're saying that L is I, then R is probably M. And if those things line up, then we're gravy, right?
Yep.
So
Can you
Al's,
see?
for all you detectives out there, I'm going to narrate what Allie is doing.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Allie is typing out the alphabet straight through. And now she is going to put in column B the alphabet again, but this time she's going to line it up differently. So we're saying that L is I.
Oh, no, L is I. So L is I, which means that this is this. Is that right?
R, yeah. So it's not a direct one-to-one then, Al, because in the suicide note we have L apostrophe R. And if what we're assuming is true, then L is I and R is M. Are there any other two-letter words that are a contraction?
What are you talking about? R is M. Where?
R from Bad Things Happen,
Oh,
part of the
I'm.
suicide letter. So it's either not a direct, like you can just cascade
well,
the
but
alphabet.
it's hard because this one, comma, what did I see? Comma W does work because it's a T.
Yeah, that does work, but yeah.
Maybe it changes depending on.
That's what I'm thinking. It's not, you can't just line them up. So keep that just in case it
Okay.
works, but also now on the line for...
Yeah. Well, let me just start. I mean, I got to type them in.
Oh,
Right?
wait, Al, I think
What?
you have it wrong.
What?
When you lined it up, look, L connects to O. See that? Oh, you're
No,
doing
no,
it.
I'm doing it backwards.
Okay, got it.
So it's this way, actually. Do. And then, all right, so equals VLOOKUP. That's not right.
Now you've lost me. I don't know.
Wait, so K. Wait, L is I.
Here, do me a favor. Can
Yeah.
I steal the mouse for 1 second? I want to make sure that people are able to see what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take our faces. I'm going to drag us down to the corner. Okay.
Jen Jack says we should put this through an anagram solver. I don't feel like it's an anagram. I'm not trying to be like crazy, but I really don't think it is because I think there's not enough vowels.
And I feel like having lyrics from songs is telling you, look at the songs.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. You're right. Let's look at the songs.
So
okay.
I'm right now, just for the sake of argument, I opened the book. I happen to open up to the song After Party, which should be the second line, Baby, You and Me, right? Mm-hmm. So let's see. Where does that occur in the song? Baby, You and Me gotta get to the after party. Is that the only time it's used? Mm-hmm. Baby, you and me got to get to the after party. Yes, that's the only way that's ever used. Baby, you and me, and then a 4-letter word, and then a 2-letter word. So it's not as if it's, transcribing the
part
next
of the
lines
word.
of the song,
Yeah.
but maybe it means something else. I'm going to read the lyrics. When the fanfare dies down and the rats dig in. When the punch goes bad and everybody drunk again. Everybody's drunk again.
Hold on.
Wait, dig in. I dug myself under.
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
right.
Here's what I'm kind of thinking now,
Yeah.
that the numbers of the tracks correspond to how much these are off by.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, but it's so obvious. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm
Yeah.
not saying we don't try it. I'm just saying
Yeah, but
HIJK. But that would be track 1. So
Yeah.
if K is A or I, it would have to be off by 1. But I is 2 away from K.
you're right.
Not a bad thought, though. It's time to begin. It's time to begin. Baby, you and me got to get to the after party. Where the chains break down and love is not a free for one. That line always sounded weird to me. Where the chains break down and love is not a free for one. The kitties and the dogs stay up to growl at the sun. It's time to begin. It's time to begin. Baby and you and me got to get to the after party. It's time to begin. The place to begin. Baby, you and me got to get to the after party. All right. Thinking out loud theory. Baby, you and me got to get to the after party. She and someone else.
Yeah.
There are 2 members of the band who are dead. Are they at the after party? Are Courtney and Daryl Fanton at the after
That's
party?
very esoteric.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Baby, you and me. 2. See, I think that we should just try to logic it out. We know that we have L'(R) in the third line. Bad things happen. That's gotta be
I'm.
So we're going to say that L equals I, R equals M. And then maybe we can riddle
And then
out.
keep going from there?
Yeah, we just,
Okay.
logic it out piece by
Okay.
piece.
So then let's make a new thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. So L equals I.
Do you want to, can you do me a favor and
Yeah.
make the magnification on the thing
Yeah.
above 100?
Yep.
It doesn't maybe not have to be, as long as you can see the full alphabet and you're comfortable. I don't want you to have to scroll a
I don't
zillion
care.
times. Okay.
Okay. So
So now we're also going to say then that K
equals A.
is A,
Right.
right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then we also think, but then we think W is T
Or S.
or S. Right.
Okay, so maybe we can logic that out based on other context clues. There are only 2
But
times
we
that
also
a
know
word
T.
ends.
Wait. But T is not going to be T. So T must be S. So this must be T.
A little I mean,
Why would T be T?
Why not?
Oh, come on.
All right. All right. So then we have a double letter.
We have another single letter here. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, we do have a single letter. Uh-oh.
What could that be? No, wait a minute.
2
Because there's no
E's.
2-letter word that has the same letter twice.
BB.
Baby.
Hey, baby.
Baby.
Baba Schnoo. Interesting. EE. And then B. Now, K only gets used, and another one, N, in line 3, stands alone. A lot of cheese is standing alone. Damn it. Is it a different cipher in each line?
Yeah, it might be. Maybe based on the words?
Maybe. Siren with the candy. Baby, you and me. Huh. Well, that's interesting. What word starts with 2 of the same letter, too? Let's just look at line 1. K. Space.
Eerie.
Erie?
Starts with this.
E-E-R-I?
Oh, no. I didn't know what you were talking about.
You know
Sorry.
what I'm talking about? Look, line 1. K, space, HLFR''W. Space. MMON.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Is it backwards?
No, because no
No.
word starts that has apostrophes unless it's in like Hawaiian.
Well, maybe it's Klingon or something.
Yeah.
When
maybe
did
it's
Star
Klingon.
Trek come out? All right, let's look at another song. Let's Keep On Fallin'. Let me try to find the lyrics to Keep On Fallin'. Well, we'll go through one at a time then. Keep On Fallin' was the one that was like they were felt was very, very significant, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Keep on falling. Here we go. Oh, I loved this one. All right. Get comfy. The Doophonic Supersonic Siren with the Candy will phase neurotic, sell you tonic, keep you feeling dandy. Keep on falling for it, daddy. Hang it up, Buttercup, before you get too randy. Blow it up, Buttercup, fly out of Miami. Keep on falling for it, daddy. Keep on going, the rush of crush and sandy. White gold snowing, snowflakes blowing, wash it down with brandy. Keep on falling for it, daddy. I can't watch you. I can't watch.
Okay.
Now we got a bunch of crazy things here. Doophonic is D-O-O. Just saying. We've got silly words, right? Mm-hmm. Hang it up, Buttercup. I'm not seeing any... I'm seeing apostrophes, but only because they dropped the G, the final G out of the word going.
Yeah.
Snowflakes blowing. The Doophonic Supersonic Siren with the Candy. Maddening.
This is my key moment, the exact time when I must go because life is a repeating cycle. Wait, are there times on these? How long they are? Is it on the back of the record?
Oh.
Yep. The exact time when I must go because life is a repeating cycle. 243, 220, 358, 329, 301, 349, 423.
Oh my gosh.
So what do we do with that?
But these are actual songs. You think that Hunt-A-Killer That must have, if this turns out to be true, that the lengths of the actual songs, that must have been maddening to try to get just right. Although I guess you can just add fills if you need them, right?
Yeah.
Keep on Falling.
Or slightly slow them down.
Or who they're by. This was written by Lowe.
It says, though, the exact time.
I know.
Key, the exact time cycle.
Okay. Then 2 minutes, 43 seconds
What
for
does that
Keep on
mean?
Falling. What?
Nothing.
What were you thinking?
I don't want to say it. It's stupid.
Say it. I want to hear something stupid.
I was thinking it was like a clock and it was turned to the right time, but that doesn't seem right.
Well, I just don't know where we would do that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, we can either hammer away at this. We can look at some other.
Let's look at some other stuff.
Stimuli.
Although I do really think that this is probably what it is.
I think that that's a really good thought.
Thank you.
But yeah, maybe let's try to take in some other data and return. All right. So, what?
I mean, they've done this before. Hold on. Because 2 is the number of letters between. Hold on. This could be it. Hold on. Sorry. Go back.
Don't spoil another box.
I'm not.
I'm just going to say.
What do you mean?
I thought you were going to say something very specific. I'm not reprimanding
Well, they
you,
go
I'm just
back
asking.
and forth on letters, right? Like they like to go back and forth on letters.
Yeah.
So if it was like 2, 4, 3, right? Like maybe this letter is 2 before it. The next one
Well,
is
K
4,
is 2 before I.
right? And then I feel like W is 3 after T.
Well,
So if it was 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, that actually would work.
Q 2 4 3 2 4
So
3. So it'd
K-
be 3 away. W S element of P Q R S T U V W. T U V W. Is that 3 or 4? T, and then it goes U V W. That's not a bad theory, Al.
Okay. So let's make a little cipher. Let's see if this happens. What?
Budger. It's just call me Hans Struggleman right now.
Okay. So we've got 0, we've got 1, we've got 2. Let me just get rid of this shit. Stuff. 4, 5, 6.
We don't have any 6s.
No 6s?
No 6s.
8, 9.
No 7s.
You got 8 and 9.
8 and 9.
Okay.
All right. So what Allie is doing right now, she's making a column for every number that appears in the times on the back of the record. We believe that we have to shift the alphabet X number of times depending on the song.
But like cyclically, like in the order of the
So,
song. So this is going to be a little hard to do, but let's see.
So for the sake of argument, because the first track, Keep On Fallin', is 2 minutes, 43 seconds long, that is 2, 4, 3. We're going to shift the first letter of the garbled message by 2 characters. Shift the next letter by 4, and then by 3, and then 2 again, 4 again, 3 again, and repeating, of course, until we get a hidden message. Now, because Siren with the Candy starts with K, I'm going to say, I think you're right. H-I-J-K. 2. They're 2 letters apart. So then maybe the H needs to be shifted to something that is 4 letters apart.
Oh.
I am, boy.
Starting to believe?
I am a believer. I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. There is a trace of doubt in my mind, only because working with audio, I can tell you how frustrating it would be to make anything have to end at a specific time.
But I feel like some of the songs are slowed down. That's one of the things that's like kind of been a weird thing.
You're
and I was
right.
wondering if they were doing it because they were like, his
Stylistically-
voice is deeper than the guy's voice who sang it.
You think they were doing it to make sure that they could always make it end at the right time.
Kind of.
Not a bad thought, Al.
Thanks.
My, oh my.
Okay.
Well, we're going to find out one way or another.
Okay. All right. So now I've got this little thing.
You're good?
I'm almost good. So then, all right. So then it has to be like 2, 4, 3, right? Would be the things.
Yeah.
Okay. So then equals VLOOKUP.
Here, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Give me this mouse.
Okay.
I didn't think we were going to go back into Excel world again. I'm going to... I'm going to take us. I'm going to shift us. I'll put us down here again. Okay. You good. Allie is coding in so that Excel will automatically...
Reveal us the answer.
Assuming we are right.
I did that in an annoying way. Whatever.
I got to tell you, I think you're right.
What have you found?
I found nothing. I just think you're right.
Okay. You've been trained well.
My baby.
So, actually...
How are you kids out there in Radio Land?
We're good. Oh, this is so annoying. Because I could code this, but it's going to take me a little bit, and I don't want to look dumb.
Al,
Yeah.
I've been looking dumb for years. You just got to get used to it.
Right. I may have to also take this very hot dog off my lap.
Well, why don't we take, you know what? I think I have the perfect thing.
Oh.
Why don't we give Allie a little bit of time to do this, and I will talk to you for a brief moment.
Well, like, get off my lap.
She's stuck. Her shoulders are stuck on the table.
She's not stuck.
She is stuck. I'm going to talk to you for a quick minute about a podcast of mine that I launched, just a couple of months ago, called Guide to the Unknown. I host it with my sister, Kristen. Every week, every Friday, we sit down and we talk about horror icons. Just today, we launched a brand new episode that features stories about a little-known cryptid called the Loveland Frog. And my sister told me about the Women in White. Ghosts of women. You may have heard stories about women being seen on the side of the road crying, phantoms that are pining after their lost children. That came out just today. But we do this show every Friday. It's available on talkbomb.com. It's available on iTunes. It's available on YouTube. Everywhere that you think podcasts are available. So while Allie plugs through and tries to work on this Excel document for a few minutes, check out this clip. Hello. This is from today's episode. I am talking to my sister right this second as this clip picks up about the Loveland Frog and some bizarre sightings of him, one of which was just barely over a year ago. All right, check this out. We'll see you on the other side, and maybe we will have this cracked. Bye-bye.
How long is the clip?
So now we jump to August 2016.
Yeah.
Kristen,
Oh, yeah, I just
barely
registered
over
that.
a year
Yeah,
ago.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
A local Cincinnati TV station, actually many Cincinnati TV stations, reported that, quote, a night of fun turned into a chilling tale of horror
Sweet.
when two teenagers playing Pokemon Go claimed to see a giant frog near a lake. It reportedly stood up and walked on its hind legs. Here's an actual quote from a boy named Jacob or something. We saw a huge frog near the water. Not in the game. This was an actual giant frog. Now, there is a frog Pokemon.
Yeah.
Water type. Powerful stuff. I took a couple of pictures and a video because I'd never seen one that big.
Wow.
Now, I've seen the pictures.
Boy.
Kristen, I've seen
Yeah.
the pictures.
Yeah.
Chilled me to my very core.
Oh my God. Almost like you were an amphibian with cold blood.
Yeah, I think it turned me into a frog man just looking at it. But only for a minute. I blinked and I was back to normal. It's a blurry thing and it's like eyes kind of glow in the dark. I'll embed the video
This is
in
fun.
this video somewhere if you guys want to watch on YouTube. And you can see the video, the pictures and stuff in the YouTube version as well. Otherwise, just Google it. The headline on Snopes,
So funny.
which confirmed that this story at least was reported,
Yeah.
was Loveland Frogman spotted again. And then I love this subtitle, this sub-headline or whatever. The man who shot and killed a mysterious and legendary creature called the Loveland Frogman in 1972 says, that's impossible. Which implies that, like, that cop that shot that iguana
Yeah.
is saying, it couldn't be.
Yeah. Could it?
I killed him 40 years ago.
Right. Like the Loveland Frog existed, but I dispatched him.
Yeah. How could he be back?
I love this.
It isn't real. This can't be happening.
Everything just starts spinning around this guy when he hears the story. He's just unmoored.
I'm losing my mind. All right, and the final thing I have, believe it
Yeah.
or not, the story is already done on the Loveland Frog. I'm not kidding. I've been
not
looking
surprised.
forward to this for like a year and a half.
Yeah. Are you disappointed?
A little bit. I thought there'd be more to it because the way that I saw, well, fact of the matter is, in my free time, I tend to sometimes just look up monsters.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this show wasn't born for no reason.
yeah. The Loveland Frog,
Yeah.
aka Loveland Frogman,
Yeah.
came up in my research so many times.
I've never heard
But
of it
it's
before.
so nothing.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Sometimes these things are. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it.
I'm happy
really
to report
like
it
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So the final thing that I have,
Yeah.
there's a science fiction novel called The Man from Primrose Lane.
Ooh.
All right? Uh-huh. This is on
All
the
right.
Frogman Wikipedia. I don't know if it should be.
I don't know why this makes me. I don't know why it makes me laugh.
I don't know
Go
if
ahead.
it should be on the Wikipedia page for Frogman.
Okay. I actually have kind of a similar thing in mind where I'm like, this isn't really it, but it comes up constantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Author James Renner says that what frogmen
James
actually
Renner.
are, not James Remar,
Wait, who? Oh, I know who James Renner sounds familiar though. Go ahead.
says that all frogmen are actually humans that have traveled back in time.
Wow.
Now, Kristen, the reason why a human, you or I, traveling
Sure.
back in time would turn us into a frogman is because when you travel back in time, you get covered. Let me finish this before you say anything.
Yeah.
Because when you travel back in time, you get covered in a layer of feces during years of hibernation. And the reason you walk all weird like a frogman is because your muscles have atrophied. Now, I think that would just mean you'd look like a dirty human.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who am I to say that James Renner is wrong? Maybe getting covered in feces for years
Wow.
turns you into a frogman.
Oops, sorry.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool book.
Very cool.
The Man from Primrose Lane. It's a nude frogman covered in feces. And then I fell in love with the Man from Primrose Lane.
Okay, so
Wash me!
please help me. The reason I reacted like that, and I was right. That guy James Renner wrote a nonfiction book about the case of Maura Murray, which is a really, really famous missing persons case.
Oh.
And he has theories that the family was very unhappy with and seem inaccurate.
Oh,
so
really?
He seems like kind of like a weird crackpot's not quite the right word, but like a weird dude. And I imagine if the family was looking into him and they saw that, they're just like, see?
I told
Look at
you he
this
was
guy.
weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Wow, you just knew that off the top of your head?
Yeah. I watched a documentary about that not that long ago, and he was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that is the story
Cool.
of the Loveland Frog,
Cool.
a.k.a. the Loveland Frogman, which may in fact be three frogmen who are just standing around talking on the side of the road. Like, what are they up to? What is their motivation if they're just like, what do you want to do next? What are you up to later?
That's what's so funny. It seems like they're benign thing. They don't seem like they're trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
They're just
Hey, there's a guy over there.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah, except for
Sparks.
just shoot sparks up in the air.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. There you go. That's Guide to the Unknown. Comes out every Friday on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, YouTube. You can watch the video version on youtube.com/talkbomb, right on the same channel where I do my Hunt a Killer videos. Brand new episode came out today. Check it out. It's always a good time, and I think that Hunt a Killer hunters will enjoy it. Very, very macabre. A lot of spooky stuff going on over there. Vampires, Wendigos. You understand. Okay. Allie, why don't you tell the good people out there what you just figured out? And give me this for 1 quick second so I can show them as well.
We found the coded message,
Yes.
which is that Courtney did not kill anyone. So I am now working on just like a couple more seconds of coding to get us to a point so I can just reveal it all at once. But basically, well, and I'm going to have to type in the message each time, which kind of sucks, but it's all right.
Basically, you were right.
I was right. I have been vindicated.
Which is crazy. The times of each song, the length of each song, is the key to figuring out how many characters to shift each one of these garbled messages to get something out of it. So line 1, siren with the candy, and then garbled message turns into I didn't kill anyone.
2.
Which tells me that there was suspicion around her before she even overdosed. She knew that people would think she killed Daryl. Or maybe people were openly talking about how she did kill Daryl. But she disputes the notion herself.
Daryl.
Now, I don't know why you would really need to hide that message, right?
Well, unless there's more in there.
I didn't kill anyone. I don't want anyone to know that, though. You know what I mean? It's a little silly.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's very exciting to come across the truth. So we have other times. Allie is currently coding the other ways to solve them because we have 6 more hidden messages
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's going to
in
take another
Courtney's
second.
suicide note. That's okay.
4.
That's all right.
What? What am I doing?
I'm trying to go to the chat, but it's driving me crazy.
It's driving me mad.
It's driving me nuts. Jen Jack says, oh my God, you guys are amazing dorks. Are you talking about Allie and me or my sister and me on that podcast?
It better be Kristen and you.
Yeah.
Because you guys are actually dorks.
Hey, give me that mouse again when you get a second.
No.
I need it. I can't watch the video on my phone, so I can't read the comments on my phone. And this isn't showing them correctly.
You clicked on the wrong thing.
Now I'm clicked on the right thing. Impressed? Okay. Oh, WTF is the Frogman deal. Funny. Yeah, that's supposed to be from Loveland, Ohio. That little cryptid man. Christy is a Flatlander too. Flatlander?
Flat Earther?
Flatlander. No, Flatlander. Christy Spink says, Buckeye bread, LOL. Not born, though.
Oklahoma?
Is that what that means? Is that like a
Buckeye is...
Midwest reference?
I think Buckeye is Oklahoma.
I don't know.
Correct us if we're wrong.
We've had to...
Probably are.
I've talked about Buckeyes on Hunt a Killer streams before. They've been involved in some of the monthly boxes, as a matter of fact.
Did you say there's no 6, 7, or 8?
No 6, 7, or 8 in the times on the songs. No.
Okay, there's just a 9, right?
Yes.
So if this is...
Yeah. And the person that Jen was calling dorks are Kristen and me. So you're off the hook as you sit there coding your Excel document.
Okay.
21st century detective lady.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Shut right up.
I never shut up.
I know.
So Charles is saying that leaves Sally Lowe as a prime suspect.
Yeah. It does kind of leave her as a prime suspect. Okay, so then now, all right, so we've got that, and then I just have to really quickly do this, so.
Now, I would like to point out that Allie realized on the jacket cover that there is embossing. You can see on some of the people's clothing, you can see a little gold embossed parts of their clothing. The only 2 people that don't have any embossed stuff on their clothes appear to be, what's his name? Daryl Fanton's sister and Will Fox. Everybody else. Does that mean anything? Is that singling out all but 2 people as having been involved in the crime? Maybe Will Fox and the Fanton, whose first name I can't think of.
Daryl? No, Janine.
Janine. Are they innocents? You know?
Yep.
Certainly possible, I think. Yeah, Janine Fanton. Flatlander is Ohio. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Well, now we know.
Now I know.
Now we know everything.
Now we know what it was all for. Isn't that a line from 9 Inch Nails?
What?
Now we know what is all for.
He says, now I know what it's all about. Now I know exactly what I am.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
And that's the ball game.
That's the game. All right, there we go. So why is this still not looking up from the right place?
What do you think, Al?
I'm getting there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's all right. Once it's cracked, it's cracked. And it'll be cracked wide open for all to see. Plus, it gives me another place to do my handy-dandy speed up, which I pioneered in the 1968 box over on YouTube. I started doing fast-forward stuff when Allie and I get lost in the weeds on decoding something.
Sounds familiar.
Very happy with it. It just means I get to use it again.
Oh, shoot. That's why. Because it's not L2. It's...
You okay?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do this all again. Okay.
You have to do it all again?
Not all of it. It's just I made a mistake, so now it's going to be weird.
Well, even the short message, right? Like, we can just code some of them by hand.
I know. We could just do
Right.
it by hand. I'm just being like...
I'd rather do it by hand then.
All right. Okay. You know what? Let me just go back then and go back to where I had it like set up at least for one, and we'll just break them down. We'll just do them this way. Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
had a faster way to do it, but okay. Can you read them to me, or I can do it myself? So
we'll do line 2. Ready?
yeah. I don't want to lose what we've done.
Okay.
So let me get rid of this. Sorry, everyone. I just wasted all your time. Okay. So it's going to be LWSV space OE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it.
So then...
And it's 220. Shift by 2, shift by 2, shift by 0.
220. Okay. So that should be easy to code because I've already got 2, and then 0 is just 0.
So the S and the E
So this
are
is
exactly
gonna
where they
be
should be.
If L2 equals 1, VLOOKUP of this one. Sorry. Of N2. Of course, I made everything flat. If T2 equals 1, then VLOOK of U2 in column C through K. 9. All right, that's that. And then same for this one. T2 equals 2. And then the last one you said is 0?
Yes.
This equals 3, then this. Otherwise, nothing. Just me. I didn't kill anyone.
Just me.
Just me.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
yeah. All right. So then third.
Okay.
Actually, can you
Yep.
scroll
Wiggle.
this a little bit to the left? Or here, hit the left arrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, down. Here we go. Line 3.
Am I able to just copy this in?
I don't.
Probably
Can
not
you
letter
copy
by
it
letter.
vertically?
I kind of could, but it's going to take too long. Okay. So L, comma, R, comma, delete.
ARWZB space N space ORY
Oh, wait.
Space after N.
Sorry. ORY.
space PL
Sorry.
PLR.
PLR.
skip PRT SHI. All right, and the code here
Yep.
is 358.
So I'm going to really quickly code this. VLOOKUP of AD2. Are you writing me notes?
No, I'm writing down what we've got so far because I don't want to lose it.
Okay. Well, it's not lost. It's in here. It's just not.
Well, I
right
want to be
here.
able to read it.
Okay. 82 VLOOKUP of if AB2 equals 1, then VLOOKUP of 82, this one, against 358. So 3. We did have an 8. You lied.
I didn't say we didn't have an 8.
D through K. D through K. And then let's do that. And then it's going to be D through K. It's got to be one last 8, right? 8. Okay. 5. So this is going to be if AB equals 2, then it's 5, so it's going to be DEF and 6.
Okay.
And then that's going to be I'm sorry. But so then same thing here. 8 is going to be F. Let me just go look at it.
It had been 0 before, a moment ago.
It's okay.
All right.
8. So it's going to be something through K. 8 through K. So I through K, and it's going to be 2. I through K, it's going to be 2. Nope, that's not right. What letter is that? Sorry. The one that's wrong. It says I'm Bore, but that's not right. It's got to be that the letter A
Yeah.
is equivalent to an S. A is S. Yeah, that's right. So I through K. Oh my goodness. If AB2 equals 3, then 80, take 82 and look up through I through K. And it's 3. That's why. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry I got him. Oh, God. It's got to be I'm sorry I got him hooked on something, but let's just solve it. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Stop apologizing. All right. We're going to keep that. Oh, you're typing out the next one.
B. Yep.
Skip.
Wait, let me just get rid of all this.
All right.
Okay.
E J O N N G. Skip. O N. Skip. W J N. Skip. V P X Z. Skip. S D H G W. Okay. And now you're going to keep that first 3. Mm-hmm. All right. And then it's 2, 9.
Okay. 2 and 9. Okay.
Yes.
2 and 9. So this is going to be, I know this one well, is C through, what is this? C through, C through K.
Yeah, that should be the same. Right?
If AJ2 equals 1, then VLOOKUP of AL2, which is correct, between... No, that's... For some reason, that didn't work. So it should be 3, D through L. I don't know what happened. D through L, 8. Okay. And then this one should be C through K. No, not D through LE, because that would be D through L7. But those are actual letters.
That 2 doesn't feel...
Yeah, that doesn't feel right. Yep, that's got to be it.
Okay.
And then 9. So this has got to be... Oops, no, I don't want to get rid of that. So we've got AJ2 equals 3, then AL, and then we got to go to 9, which is going to be right at the end, which is J to K2. J, K, 2.
Cool.
And then they called him and I feel like what happened here is this, and this also happened here, which is why we didn't get the end of hooked.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry I got him hooked. Is that what it said?
It said something, but I didn't. The formula just didn't go down all the way.
Oh.
So it must have been here. No, it's okay. Relax.
I'm sorry I got him...
Hooked.
No, because that would have been
Hooked.
PRT...
Hooked. Here. And then here it says, they called me and then I'm going to just drag down the formula.
Okay.
Snow Queen.
Okay.
Right. So she's apologizing for getting him hooked on cocaine.
So in some way she's taking responsibility for something.
Yes. She's upset about something that she did. Okay.
Wow, what a frustrating thing, because they could shift in either direction.
What do you mean?
Because what we just did, Queen, in the cipher, it's SDHGW. The H and G both became E.
Yeah, it's hard. That's what I mean. Like, this is a really ingenious way to do this, but
Yeah. So now this 2-letter word, which on the screen looks like EE,
it's got to be two different
those
words.
become 2 different letters.
Okay, so what is the
That's
letter?
so
What's
annoying.
the timing of this one?
This is, which one are we on? Third to last?
Yeah.
301.
301. Okay, so the 0.
Now you can copy the 0 from somewhere else if it's the same across the board.
It's just no, I can't necessarily because I didn't line everything up perfectly.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're not using the same. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But I think I got it. And then 1 is going to be a. Oh no. B through K. B through K and 11? 10? Yep. I couldn't even be a princess.
Weird. Yeah, so the EE became BE. That's so frustrating.
So frustrating. Thank God we hadn't gone down that rabbit hole for too long before I couldn't even be a princess, meaning like I had to be a snow queen. I couldn't even be a princess.
I think this is definitely faster than if we sat down.
I know.
Trying to go
I kind
letter
of think
by
so
letter.
too, but it's just like annoying that we had to set it up, you know?
Yeah.
It's all right. All right.
All right, so
let's see.
L,
Okay. L space.
skip, HNV, IAYI, skip. Okay, you got it. So now this is 349.
349. Okay. So 3 is the same. Thank the good Lord. Something's the same. And then 9. So 9 we did before. So that's going to be. And 4. Did
Yep.
I do that before?
In
Maybe not. Oh, yeah. There it is.
the way beginning, yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Now we got this down to a damn science.
Awesome.
I deserve to be forgotten.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh, low self-esteem here.
Well,
Oh,
it's her
shit.
suicide note.
Right. Got it. Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
Why are you down in the dumps? Why are you feeling so bad? Jen says it totally is faster. They're just BSing while we work. Sounds good to me. Charles says, my vote is for Sally Lowe, just the way she responded to questions in interviews and her actions after. Charles also pointed out that the only person that doesn't have a transcription of where she was after the murder is Sally.
Okay.
All right, so the final song is 423. So you can copy the code from that column.
From 4. Yep.
And
4. Wait, that's not right. 4. 2.
yep, we've had 2 before.
Yep.
If you go way back to the beginning, you've got it.
I did it a bunch of times.
And this is the final one.
Ah.
And 3 was in just the previous one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Bye, my friends. Bye, my love.
Bye, my friends. Bye, my love. Cool.
Who did she love?
I don't know.
Courtney?
Is she saying bye, B-Y?
No, I should be forgotten. I deserve to be forgotten by my friends, by my love.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Can I have the mouse, please?
No.
Thank you. So, we've done it. We have the coded message from Courtney's suicide note
Is there?
now.
Oh, you're going to read it.
I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I didn't kill anyone, just me. I'm sorry I got him hooked. They called me the Snow Queen. I couldn't even be a princess. I deserve to be forgotten by my friends, by my love.
Amazing.
There you go.
Okay.
Suicide note solved.
Whoa. All right. Keep going down this page, though. I feel like there's more.
Okay. So, returning now to the Watchful Will website, which I think is what www stands for when you go to websites. It's www.talkbomb.com is the Watchful
Worldwide
Will
Willy.
website. I'm the Worldwide Willy over here.
All right. Keep going.
All right. So, Will did a terrible
there's
job
more.
at trying to figure out what her suicide note meant. I'm going to do something a little crazy real quick. I'm going to look for hidden text for just a second. It occurred to me that we're looking at a black website. I'm just going to quickly scroll through and see if anything jumps out. No hidden text. Okay. Oh, well, did I? Well, there's kind of something, but not really.
It's a space.
It's a space. Okay. So let's jump back down. Right. Here we go. There are no coincidences. So, just in case anyone is out there doubting the power of corporations
Oh,
to
come
bend
on.
the
Hun.
public
You're not going to
systemic...
read this whole thing.
All right.
No.
Nothing?
Sugar.
Okay. Bud Dwyer and Enter. Now, this is significant. This is the Sewer Horse Records enterprise that ended up having scientists and a bunch of crazy stuff.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go for
I'll
it.
Listen.
I'll look at some stuff.
If you read this loudly, I can probably hear you.
I'm not going to read it that loudly. No.
That's what you think.
Yeah. Okay. Bud Dwyer and Enter. Do you really think Bud Dwyer was racked with guilt and took his own life because of it? I don't think so. Bud Dwyer. Why do I know this name? Is he the guy that killed himself on TV? Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is a very dark reference. Bud Dwyer killed himself on live television. That is a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Do you really think Bud Dwyer was racked with guilt and took his own life because of it? I don't think so. He'd gotten too involved in PA corporate syndicates, and he wanted to get out. But the syndicates, of course, don't want him to. Who's behind the syndicates? I don't know who the ringleader is. I think I'm getting close, though. But I can tell you with certainty that Sewer Horse was part of it. So now they're saying that this man's real-life suicide was tied to Sewer Horse Records and Enter. Interesting. ENTER stands for Engineering and Technology Research, and it refers to the Science R&D department in Sewer Horse. You tell me what a record company needs scientists and labs for. What great strides can we take in developing music engineering? Any advancements would likely be negligible. And I can't wrap my head around how they could possibly recoup the costs. These companies already operate at a loss. Or maybe they break even. Their entire business model revolves around 1 or 2 big hit singles, a top 10 album, and breakout stars. Crazy, right? So how do they get all the money for ENTER? They funnel it through vulnerable politicians who have something to lose. They press on the government to take money away from honest folks like you and me and reallocate. Oh, boy. I don't know everything, but I do know it pays to follow the money, which is kind of what we tried to do with that Noah Foundation. Interesting. Think of the Syndicate like a backwards Robin Hood with robots and megalomania. Yes, robots. Because if you think that people can be relied on to take care of every nuanced move the Syndicate needs to make, and if you think that robotic people can't exist, then you're a victim to the SPs that normalize your brain with the herd. Herd capitalized? I love it. Timeline. Bingo, he's got a timeline now for the night that Daryl Fanton died, Al.
Oh, damn.
Oh my gosh, Jen Jack saw Bud Dwyer's suicide live. You knew about that, right?
Me?
Yeah.
What is it?
A politician named Bud Dwyer killed himself live on TV.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I listened to stuff about this on Sword and Scale or something.
Maybe. Terrifying. Real crazy stuff. So now Wee Willie Winky here has a timeline for the evening.
Okay.
All right. Here's his proof for where he was, by the way. People arrived at the Mojo Lounge, and when I say people, I mean police. The owner of the lounge complained that William Fox, a member of FLUF, who had performed early in the evening, had returned to the bar and was acting in a drunk, disorderly manner. Fox left with the rest of the band and returned an hour later and started drinking heavily. He was acting aggressively, paranoid, shouting incoherently. Officers engaged and Mr. Fox calmed him down, convinced him to leave, go to his motel without incident. He left the building at 15 hours.
12:15.
12:15. The officer in charge left his card with the lounge owner and encouraged him to call should Mr. Fox return. So Fox has his alibi there. So, 7:45 p.m. They play the show at the Mojo. 8:20. Finish the set, packing up. That's not a very long set. Anyway.
No.
8:30, they leave
They
the
didn't
Mojo.
have much music. We know exactly how long it was.
They have 7 tracks.
Yeah.
9:30 p.m., he's back at the Mojo drinking. 10:15 p.m., Enka arrives at the Mojo. 11 p.m., Enka leaves. 12:15, I leave the Mojo. 12:25 a.m., I find Courtney's body. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
This is the night of Courtney's death, not the night of Daryl Fanton's. It was right around the time I got back to the motel and discovered Courtney that I saw Sally and Enki together. Oh, no. It's not. Courtney died a month after Daryl Fanton. Is he talking about she stumbled
Courtney
in the hallway
on the night that
Daryl died?
Daryl died.
They found her stumbled in the hall.
Yeah.
But not dead.
Not her body.
I know. That's
I don't know
weird.
why you'd say
it's weird
that.
phrasing.
Okay.
No one else saw them, but I did. Sally and Enki being together. I was a little too caught up in everything else to think much about it, but hindsight is 20/20, like seeing things again, just a little wiser. I know what they were up to. I think it's pretty clear, and obviously they'd want to keep it a secret from Sally's fiancé. But the real question is, did Sewer Horse Records decide that they wanted Sally's songs and Enka's guitar more than Daryl's liability? I think that's a pretty clear answer, too. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What is this? The Syndicate's master plans?
Cloud busting?
Okay.
No.
As much as I want to read about the Cloudbuster, and I do, I'm not going to right now. He's literally giving a recipe for creating a Cloudbuster. Is this a bomb recipe or something?
I don't think it's a bomb recipe. I think it's something weird.
All right. Post date. Someone from Sewer Horse Records is trying to contact me. I found this code on a slip of paper the other day. I'm not sure what it says yet, but after working on it for a few hours, I think it has something to do with Enter.
Oh, boy.
You ready for another cipher?
I am,
baby.
Yeah.
Wow. Worldwide Willie sitting right here with Allie trying to solve Hunt to Killer 1973. Another cipher has appeared in front of our waiting, watching eyes. What to do. We've got a word with 3 repeated letters.
Which means that...
Not much of a word at all.
Not a word. Okay.
How How?
All right. Someone from SHR is trying to contact me. I found this code on a slip of paper the other day. I'm not sure what it says yet, but after working on it for a few hours, I think it has something to do with enter. So remember that certain words or letters were capitalized in the word enter?
Yes, I do.
Could that have something to do with it?
Why is enter contacting him through code?
I don't know. Because everything's a code.
All right, I've copied the code elsewhere.
All right.
Let's finish reading his website before we do anything else. Oh, this is interesting. Motel floor plan. I was able to get the floor plan from the motel where we were staying on the night Daryl died. Here it is.
What? All right, this is just bullshit.
Don't say this.
Sorry.
I mean, this is very similar to the maze we got. So, Daryl, Sally, Janine were there. We've got 222, or no, sleeping. Courtney's sleeping in the hallway. Oh my gosh. All right, so they're color-coded to people, right? So, Will, he went out to the mojo.
Yeah.
Ian and Bobby are just in their room hanging out. We read that last night. Courtney asleep in the hall. Janine, I guess, never left her room.
Who's JB?
JB. Jay Baruchel. I don't
Probably
know
not.
Daryl and Sally. They walked out. They walked through this wall. And they were out the door. And then he comes back from the mojo, finds her. So Janine never moved. JB.
Could have gone anywhere.
I'm insane. JB, can anybody just shout out some... Oh, is John Bjorn Enke, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's JB Enke. Curtains closed in Courtney's room. Okay. And JB, he doesn't even know where he went. So, okay. What does he get from this? I think that when Courtney was moving to Daryl's room, it was to warn him of a secret SHR agent who was going to go in to murder him so they could remove him as a liability and cash in on the publicity. Think about it. Why were her curtains drawn? Where was she getting her cocaine? I think she was negotiating with a Sewer Horse Records agent to let things go and keep Daryl alive. With everyone moving around, no one noticed the agent slip in and out. Okay? Bobby and Sewer Horse. Bobby had the most contact, Bobby Lessman. He got hooked on sleeping pills. Paranoid. He couldn't sleep because SHR always carried chemical agents in their clothes and on their palms, and they got into Bobby's system and made him extremely paranoid. Okay, Will Fox got all itchy when he shook the hand of a Sewer Horse Records agent. He had to wash his hands 7 times before he noticed any relief. Bobby shook hands with those guys all the time. Delusional? Hey, you know who you are. Remember when we were playing blackjack on the strip and we got drunk and kept shouting, crash the nines, and security kicked us out? That's the best memory I have of you. Take that pad I gave you, that one time I gave you a pad, rather a sheet from the pad, the one-time pad.
What?
I have privileged information. Well,
What
no,
it-
I don't.
What is it?
A one-time pad. As a matter of fact, I talked about this on Guide to the Unknown. You know number stations, Al?
Yeah.
The way that you crack that random series of numbers that you hear that voice droning on with is with a one-time pad.
Oh, cool.
It is a one-time cryptic's key to help you solve a coded message, which you're then supposed to dispose of the second you use it.
Cool.
So this is weird. Who is he writing to? The best memory I have of you. Take that pad I gave you. That one time I gave you a pad, rather a sheet from the pad, the one-time pad. You know the sheet I mean, the note. You never got back to me. If you have it, you can read this. If you read this, you will know that I know. I think this could be information the police would be very interested to know. Damn it!
Could that have to do with the previous thing?
Maybe. I'm jotting it down. I'm gonna put it in the same place. We need a one-time pad. We need to be able to crack this message somehow. Now that you know that I know what I know, what will you do? Copyright 1999, Watchful Will Society, all rights reserved. I'm going to do Control A again. Get ready. Okay.
I'm ready.
I just figured it can't hurt.
Yeah.
All right. So we have 2 more ciphers from Watchful Willie's website. Is his one-time pad that set of instructions that we decided not to read?
What set of instructions? Oh, come on.
Why not?
The cloud GURPing?
Yeah.
No.
Cloudbuster. I'm going to bring it up just in case.
Oh, come on, honey.
I'm not going to read it all, but I'm going to keep it right here. I have the 2 ciphers written down right here for our waiting eyes to read. This is one from Sewer Horse to Will Fox. This is Will Fox saying, use the one-time pad I gave you to solve this. Now, if we're going to follow the same rules, this M could be an A or an I. You know, but I just don't know what to do. So, where do we go?
Okay, let's go to the last website from Florida with Arts.
Okay.
And let's listen. Let's listen to the recording of Inky talking.
Okay. This is interesting. Mm-hmm. So we have 4 MP3s. Mm-hmm. All right.
Wait, go back down to the bottom. Gomez Yggdrasil.
Philanthropist and restaurateur Mr. Yggdrasil has been a major contributor to our success. Thank you, Gomez. We love your goat curry. Why do I know this? Yggdrasil is an immense mythical tree that connects the 9 worlds of Norse cosmology.
Cool.
Yeah.
That must be something.
All right. WBFL 1021, The Belch. Thank you to Florida's #1 classic rock radio for carving out 10 minutes of programming to support local artists and this show.
Can we just listen to the recording, or do we have to listen to you read all these in radio voices?
For listening to our favorite interviews. From Florida with Arts is proud to present John Bjorn NK. Mr. NK is a rock star, and we talk about his rabbits. Enjoy! Good morning, and welcome to another episode of From Florida with Arts. I am your host, George Sebastian. With me, as always, sipping on a fresh morning cup of coffee, is the rejuvenating...
That's whiskey, George.
Mickey St. John.
Mickey St. John!
Mickey, how are you today?
George, I'm doing better and better by the sip.
Excellent. On the show today, we are joined by a John Bjorn NK. I'm sorry, that's Bjorn. John Bjorn NK. Is that right?
I think it's Enka. George.
Mr. NK is well known as a purveyor of produce, but a little known fact around these parts is that he used to be a rock star.
Rock star.
Mickey, did you ever hear of the band FLUF?
FLUF? No, never heard of FLUF. I would have heard of FLUF had I heard of FLUF, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have note here, it's FLUF.
Oh, yeah, FLUF. I love those guys.
Early 70s.
Yeah, I was
rock
high.
Is there any
rock
chance that we can
band.
just
All the
scroll
time.
through this?
Good stuff.
I heard a song once.
I can't help but, as a podcaster, feel a little...
Targeted.
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, come on. It's not all about you.
I bet you did.
I didn't listen to that much rock and roll.
Well, you were missing out.
Well, Mr. NK was the lead guitarist. And a mighty fine one from what I understand.
Well, blow me down. Yeah, no, some of those, some of that was good stuff. Good stuff.
Mr. NK, how are you today?
Hey, George, I'm great. How are you doing?
I am here.
Aren't we all?
Thank you so much for being on the show today. I understand he had been
George,
on tour.
let me just cut in here. So, the real reason that I wanted to come on your show was because I wanted to spread the word about how lovely Angora rabbits are. I have spent a great deal of time breeding Angora rabbits, and they're just so great. They have the softest wool.
I love
And by the way, George, when you harvest that wool, it never hurts the rabbits. Anybody who would hurt those sweet little things is a
little
monster,
things, yeah.
and I would
I
go
agree.
through great
I agree.
efforts to try and hurt them.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Man. Those rabbits.
Jay Bjorn,
Sorry.
I would love to talk about your rabbits. Tell me more about them.
Well, they're inexpensive to feed. Breeding them is so simple. It's easy. And reproduction is fast. I'm talking weeks.
I heard they breed like rabbits.
That's like two bunnies. Mr. NK, I have always said that rabbits are nature's cotton balls. Don't
They
you
are,
think that
George.
they're just
I couldn't agree more.
they're cute, they're lovely?
I love rabbits.
I understand not too long ago you won
time?
a blue ribbon for Best Rabbit in Show at the Florida State Fair. True, untrue?
Well, yes, George. So I had a Angora French rabbit named Belvedere that I took to the state fair.
I would have said English.
A lot of people tell me that, but the thing is, French Angora rabbits actually breed the best fur. And
Breeding.
let me tell you, I
A lot of
ordered.
action there in the 70s as a rock star, John.
Well,
Curious.
If we're gonna dive right into it like that, yeah, I mean, I definitely lived a fast lifestyle back then, but I've really slowed myself down, and to be honest, I just enjoy taking care of my rabbits now. That's what brings me purpose in life. I decided to leave the band life behind. I enjoy the music much more than I ever enjoyed the drama. There are a lot of things I look back on, a lot of happy memories. So I don't want to say it was an awful time. Anyways, I was very fortunate to get the opportunity to play with those guys. I think we came pretty close to really making it, but I just don't know if I would have ever survived. Anyways, this place is better. I get to play with my rabbits and play music, and no one bothers me out here unless I invite them to.
The countryside.
Oh, I love the countryside. It gives my rabbits lots of room to roam in the
You worry about
fields.
alligators at all?
No, I try to keep my my rabbit house far away from the alligators. We do have a pond nearby where sometimes alligators will come and go for a swim, but it's all fenced off, so my rabbits
Oh,
can't
that's
get to
good.
the pond, and alligators can't get over the fence to harm my rabbits.
If I could just say, well, I am in awe. I am in awe. Not only do we have a rock star sitting in front of us, but we have a accomplished, very dedicated rabbit farmer.
Well, thank you, George. I appreciate that.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
You know, 1973. It was tragedy. What happened with you and your band?
Yeah, absolutely. It was hard on all of us, but you know.
Yeah, well, especially
life goes on.
what about? I mean, it wasn't Sally, right? That was her name. Yeah, she was engaged to Daryl. How'd that go?
Yeah, so I know I said back in '73 that I wasn't with Sally that night, but I was with Sally when Daryl was murdered. And the reason that I said that I wasn't with her was because, you know, I didn't want to make Sally seem suspicious. She was cheating on Daryl with me, and then Daryl gets murdered, and suddenly you have some sort of a plot like on Murder, She Wrote or something.
I love Angela Lansbury.
Lansbury, George, you are horrible with names.
I mean, it was crazy what happened, but yeah, you know, life goes on, and now I have my rabbits.
So I see here that you also raised giant rabbits. Is
I
that
do,
a breed?
yeah.
How big are they?
George, giant rabbits, you would think that giant rabbits are the bigger of the Angora rabbit species, but in reality, they are little tiny guys.
Oh,
It leads a lot of people astray. But the English rabbits are the big guys. Those are the 15-pounders.
15 pounds of rat.
I can
my
barely
mind,
lift
my
15.
mind is blown
It's
on so many levels.
I'll tell you, the variety of Angora rabbits that you can come across, it is such a wonderful thing, and I want to hug them all.
John, I'm afraid to ask, but is that a packet of photographs of rabbits?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, could we?
I can show you all my rabbits. Do you have time? Do you have time?
Yeah,
Because we could be here a while.
let's do
Oh,
that.
this is great.
Okay, so starting out here is Fluffy, named after Fluff, actually.
Oh, that
really?
is perfect.
That is
I didn't even
And-
make that connection.
You,
I didn't either.
You could see with his wild hair, he kind of resembles that rock and roll lifestyle, except in a cute little cuddly rabbit
Looks like
form.
a
He looks
nose
like
and a
it-
snowball.
Yeah.
Looks like an Ewok.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
So
that one, yeah. What's that?
that's that is Chewbacca, the Angora rabbit.
That's
named
amazing.
after Star Wars came out around the time that FLUF came out. So
A wordsmith you are.
he actually, I love picking him up and just rubbing him against my face before I go to bed every night.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
He's amazing. And so this is Theodore. This is Columbus. This is
So
Gertrude.
why does what's up with Columbus's head there? Is that shave the head?
He unfortunately had a birth defect, so we didn't bring him to the state fair. He had to stay at home. But we love him just as much, and he still is part of the blanket
Is
of
that a
rabbits.
dog? Nope, that's another rabbit.
I can't keep dogs around my rabbits because the safety of my rabbits is the number one priority. They're not pets; they're family.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So they mean the world to me. I love these little guys.
Wow, that one looks like a horrible accident happened. What is?
Yeah, he
Looks like my grandma.
there's
he
nothing
actually
else in here.
he's blind and he ran into a fence, which is why his face is so flat.
Now that is either one of the largest rabbits or one of the smallest women I have ever seen.
Yeah, so I think we briefly went over Belvedere before. That is
that Belvedere there?
That is Belvedere in the
Belvedere.
flesh. Now you'll notice how straight his hair was. I had to order a custom comb from Spain before the state fair, and I didn't stop brushing him for 36 hours straight. I made sure there was not one knot
You
in
didn't sleep
his
for
hair.
36 hours.
Nope, just brush my rabbits.
Unbelievable.
I bet that rabbit could guide me through my coming of age.
I'll tell you, he's like a son to me. I love him. I've watched him grow, and just watching him grow from a little fluff ball to a big fluff ball,
Amazing.
and watching him take home the gold, it was just a dream come true.
Wow.
Is that? I thought it was a blue ribbon.
It's a blue ribbon with a gold medal.
Oh my!
It was the
prestigious.
proudest moment of my life. Made me cry.
What else we got here? Oh, was that a freshly shorn rabbit you got there? They look funny when they're shorn.
Dinah Shorn.
Aren't John Bjorn's shorn rabbits funny?
So the thing about
Bjorn.
shearing rabbits,
This is definitely
it never
fun of you.
it never hurts them, and that's a common misconception with a lot of people. They think that if you are shearing your rabbits, that instantly makes you a cruel person, but it's not the case. I would never, ever, 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 ever hurt my rabbits.
Well, yeah. I mean, you said they're family. I mean, that's incredible.
I love rabbits.
Mr. NK, thank you so much for being with us today.
No, I think it's Enka, George.
What?
I didn't want to say it the whole time. I think he's being polite.
It's Enka.
Yeah.
But, it's fine.
I am that is so embarrassing.
No, you're fine.
The whole time.
John, Bjorn, Enka, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You have enlightened us on rabbits. You have enlightened us on the rock star life on the road. And you gave us a little insight, a little breaking news on the tragedy of 1973.
Well, hey, thanks for having me, George. It was a pleasure to be on the show.
And Mickey St. John.
And Mickey, you as well. It was absolutely a pleasure to meet you both. And any other time that you want me to come on the show and talk about Angora rabbits, or I could even bring Belvedere on the show. You guys can meet him in real life. I think that would be a treat for everyone.
I would love to see.
And he needs to get out of the house too. So
Get some exercise.
So yeah, I mean, thanks guys. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Well, what the hell was that? That was wild. What did we get from that aside from the fact that he was with Sally that night?
I think that's it.
Okay. Hennessy Jackson coming at you live.
Oh, come on, honey.
Al, what else were we? There's something
Like
in here.
40 minutes straight.
I don't know if there's
Okay.
stuff in here to see, right?
All right, go ahead.
All right. Plus, Ali is
Thank
solving
you for
stuff in the
listening to
background.
Our favorite interviews from Florida with Arts is proud to present Mr. Hennessy Jackson. We talk about his scrap art and the best way to empty a whiskey bottle. Enjoy. Good morning and welcome to another episode of From Florida with Arts. I am your host, George C. Sebastian. With me, as always, is my better half, my rock, Mickey St. John.
Mickey St. John.
How are you today?
Well, George, I'm doing great. I feel like $1 million. I feel like chasing rainbows. How are you?
As always, I'm doing just fine.
Good.
Thank you, Mickey. We would like to take just a quick moment before we get to our guest to thank our sponsor, the Florida Arts Society, FLARTS, where Florida and arts come together. They have been gracious enough to purchase this 10 minutes of programming on 102.1 The Belch, where Mickey is one of our
Was that a fart
award-winning
joke?
shock
Yeah,
jocks
I already
on
knew
the
it was a
morning
fart
show The Belch and Tooney.
I'm counting.
Today on the show,
They're having
we have
too much
Mr.
fun.
Hennessy Jackson. Mr. Jackson is a trash collector of sorts, a scrap sculptor, as he describes it. Mr. Jackson, thank you so much for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Mr. Jackson, I understand that you began collecting cans for a living, but now you have become a renowned artist. Mr. Jackson, tell us more about your sculpture art.
Scrap art.
Scrap art.
That
Thank
rhymes
you.
with the fart joke they did.
Scrap art.
I know.
That's what he said.
Please tell us more.
All right.
Can I
have the mouse for a
drive
second?
bus,
I have a theory.
and as I was going along, I noticed a lot of just trash.
A lot of trash
A
on
lot
the
of
on the
trash.
roadway. I see it
Bye-bye.
all.
So I think the only one that we're supposed to listen to is this one. Right? Is that safe to say, you think?
Yeah.
If we dismiss...
If I find out that there is stuff in the rest of these, I'm going to be really upset, but whatever.
Right?
Doesn't matter.
Can we get a quick vote in the chat? Who thinks that we should keep listening to the other three, and who thinks that they are red herrings? Because obviously we should just listen to the one that has the member of the band. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There are 4 tracks on this website from Florida with Arts. FLARTS. 1 featured John Bjorn Enke, which we just listened to. The 3 others are seemingly unrelated. Do we listen to them? Do we not listen to them? I'm of the mind that they may just be there to make this website seem real. Right?
Yeah. I kind of feel that way too.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I'm as torn as John Bjorn right now.
Okay.
Okay. I just don't know what to do.
Okay.
Charles says, I'll sacrifice myself tomorrow and listen to them all. Tomorrow. Okay. All right. We're going to stop listening to these then. Allie, do you want to tell everybody what you've been up to?
Yeah. Could they not see?
No.
Okay. I've been trying to figure out how a one page works.
A one-time pad.
A one-time pad. I've said it all wrong every time. Basically, it's a cryptography method where you use cipher and you generate it only once. The thing is, though, that the one-time pads that we have, the way a one-time pad works is that you create a number key. So we don't have a number key on this page. So I'm wondering where the number key comes from. Because on this page, where is it? Watch for Will. We don't have a number key.
Here. I need this
Okay.
in order to show them.
Okay.
I didn't know that you wanted to show them the screen. There we go.
Okay. So we need a number key, which isn't, from anywhere I can tell, it's not really anywhere in here. It looks like this. Oops. Looks like this. No. It looks like this.
So somewhere you're thinking that there are literally, we're talking about numbers. Okay.
Yep. So then I started thinking about numbers, and then I started thinking about this shirt that has all the stars on it. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the stars have to do with anything, except I did notice that on the card, there's the order of the star legs, the ones that are lit up, is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I kind of think they're trying to show you that there's an order to it. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Leftmost, top, rightmost,
Yeah.
bottom right, bottom left.
I kind of also think that the stripes go from top to bottom, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
White, yellow, blue, purple, green.
Yeah. So I wonder, maybe they're added together and that makes a number key? Does it have the same number of stars as there are letters in that code?
Does what have the same number of stars?
Let me see this. So this many stars is...
Yeah, there are 5 stars in total.
No, I mean in this total thing, 49. Could be slightly wrong. So if it's around the same as this...
Here, are you trying to
be
show
the same.
people?
I don't know what I'm... Honey, I don't know.
I don't know. If you're trying to show people, then I need to change the thing.
Okay.
Well...
Okay. Okay. All right. So if this has 49 letters or close to it, because I may have gotten this wrong, then that could be the same thing.
Oh, there are
Right?
49 stars on the shirt?
Yeah.
There are?
Yeah.
Wow.
52.
Stacy England says, I wish I could tell you something super spoilery about a thing you already solved. Stacy England, if you want to send my Facebook page a message, Haunted Sponge, feel free to send me a private message. That way it doesn't show up in the chat. And I will decide whether or not to read it out on the show, if that makes sense.
How many letters does this have? I don't know. This doesn't feel right somehow.
I mean, maybe we're combining
I know. I feel like we're
things,
combining the
but
wrong things.
It can't hurt to try to see.
56. So these aren't ciphers for each other.
Okay.
And this doesn't seem to be a cipher for that.
Okay. So the shirt is separate from the Sewer Horse Records message to Will Fox, which is separate from Will Fox's secret
Yeah.
message as well.
I kind of do feel like these are additive somehow, though, that it would be like equals, like each of these has a letter, the numbers have a letter value, or the colors have a letter value too. So it's white, yellow, blue, purple, which I called gray, and green. And if these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it could be like this.
So you already went through and looked up every star on the shirt?
Yeah.
Every single one, even on the bottom?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're clockwise on here.
Did that all while we were listening to John Bjorn Enke.
Talk about rabbits.
That was really wild.
Yeah.
That was some wild stuff on Killer. Woo.
Woof.
Woof.
Oh, I spelled blue wrong. Yay. And then I was thinking like to get numbers that are different enough that they would be, because this is definitely not one of those codes. But if you wanted to get numbers that were different enough, you could actually like add them
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. Do-do. Right?
Yeah. So, interesting.
Okay. Do. Yeah, now they're like too high, but I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So what do we still have? We've got that other website. We did both. Did all those webs? Did we do all the websites?
Yeah.
There's only 3?
Yeah. That we're aware of right now.
Okay. And then we also still have the word search, just in case that's anything.
I don't know if it is, but, who's to say?
Okay.
Yeah. What? Boy, oh boy, what do we do? I guess really what it is we should try to solve the 2 ciphers and the stars on the shirt. But I think Charles's theory is a good one.
Which is what?
Which is that Sally killed Daryl Fanton. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys worry about the story because that's what you're good at. I'm good at ciphers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Charles, why don't you type out that theory again? I felt like that was pretty good. Or should we return to what their alibis were and stuff? This one's really crazy.
I know. This is really intense.
Stacy says you're amazingly smart.
Thank you. What do we got? We've got this poster which has stars on it.
Yeah, it has 7 on the bottom and
10 on the top. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm like so baffled and lost. I don't even know
Where to start?
Yeah, because I feel like there's still like a crazy amount of stuff going on right now.
Where's the little book?
It's somewhere right in front. Here.
Thank you. Like, I feel like someone designed the poster, right?
Yeah.
And like, who did someone design the T-shirt? I feel like it's in here.
You mean a person in game?
Yeah.
There's something about the story behind the shirt
Yeah. Let's read that.
because they talk about how they saw a fortune teller.
Yeah. I saw it in here.
Yeah.
It's not in the death part. It's in here. The fortune teller thing happened. Yeah, there was this woman in Vegas when we were there before the show when we met Enki. I think Sally was crazy into this idea that this weird freak show lady in a back alley off the strip could predict our future. Like the idea that she could see through time, I think.
See through time?
Yeah. She did say we would meet someone special, but that could have been anyone. Maybe Sally was hoping for something to begin with, so she was vulnerable. You know, that's how they get you. They pick out the ones who have those moments, and man, they get you. And that's why you've always got to keep your eyes open. Anyways, always thought things in the band started wobbling after Texas. Not like we were perfect before, so I thought it made sense to throw the gypsy in there.
Yeah, I don't know. And even the gypsy poster that shows up in the book doesn't have the same star
Yeah,
configuration
I know.
that we see. Yeah. Jen Jack is asking to hold the logo up at some point. There you go, FLUF. And then turn it upside down, which kind of turns into TNLT. Talt. I don't know. I'm thoroughly
I know, I'm stumped. But
Stumped.
it's all right. All right, let's go over
Hey,
yeah.
I'm going to point out something
What is it?
a little crazy. So, again, about the album cover. You can see that it's embossed in different ways. I think the clearest example is on Daryl Fanton's vest here. You can see there's a little bit of a shine, these gold lines. Well, there are gold petals on Sally's shirt, but not every flower has the same amount of petals.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you can see it
Oh my God.
well, Al. Like this flower only has 3 petals, even though it's perfectly dead center.
That's insane.
Although I guess that's her arm, so maybe they're supposed to be, I don't know if it's significant or incredibly insignificant. I feel like now I'm at the point where I am grasping at straws.
Yeah. I kind of think you are too. Not to be dismissive. That could be it. That could be the answer, but I don't know. What if okay, let's think about stuff that we don't know the answers to. What if that cocaine stuff? I feel like that was relevant somehow. Those like how long it took, because that could tell us what time he died.
Okay.
Although we don't know when he took cocaine, so it could it only will tell us what time he took cocaine.
Yeah. So, for the record, I asked Charles to restate his theory. Sally was with both John Enke and Daryl. Sally kills Daryl to be with Enka exclusively. Then something happened, and instead of staying together after getting away with the murder, they went separate ways. But after the 24-year contract expired, Sally funnels the money through the foundation, possibly for Enter to use. Christy Spink says we're going down a rabbit hole.
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Well, we just listened to 5 hours of rabbit talk.
For God's sake, you're right. Rabbit talk with Hunter-Killer.
Yeah. I am frozen with confusion, and I don't like the feeling. I feel like usually there's always some sort of like immediate charge. Where do we turn? What do we do? We have 2 jumbled up messages in front of us, and we still have that constellation card, which somehow connects to the stars that are on the shirt,
Yes.
which are color-coded. Al, could it be as simple as translating it into a 5-digit number? We have 5 stars, 5 different kinds of stars, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe we're supposed to count up the amount of each kind of star. What do you think?
What do we need a 5-digit number for, though?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other ways that you can interpret this data. Right?
Yeah.
All white stars have the top left point colored in. No, you're right. No, they don't.
No, I already looked at that.
So then what's the difference between...
Can I have the mouse, please?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I know. I'm trying to like see if there's anything that these line up with in terms of like the numbers of letters or anything.
So yeah, we've got
No.
white stars. They're not all colored in the same direction. What does it mean? Are we able to access the websites, or are they locked down unless you've got the box? You can get to them.
Yeah,
No
you guys
problem.
can get to them.
Yeah.
There's no passwords or anything. They just exist on the internet.
Yeah. So watchfulwill.com has that crazy recipe we haven't used. Noah's Music. What is it?
noahsong.org, but it's N-O...
Just click, yeah. noahssong.org. NOAHSSONG.org. And then last...
From FloridaWithArts.com.
From FloridaWithArts.com.
So I'm wondering if...
Monica Jacobs, I don't know that you've missed much of anything. Allie and I have been stumped for quite a while.
I feel like it has... Like, what do we have unsolved? We have, like, a couple fake things in here.
Fact of the matter is, I'm not sure exactly what we have solved so far.
I know.
We solved Courtney's suicide note.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right? So the rest of it is all conjecture and storytelling. Obviously, Will Fox thinks that Sewer Horse Records was involved somehow and maybe dosed people. That there was a secret agent who snuck in and killed Daryl Fanton. But here, can I mind if I switch it so that people can see the screen? So let's take a quick look again at the fact that we have this crazy map and how that might correlate to the crazy maze we did, right?
Well, now we know that Sally was with him, with Enki.
Do we feel, am I nuts? Do you feel like there's any connection between that map and the maze we solved?
Let me see.
Maybe it's silly just because pool is dead center.
There's no exit where the exit is.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, boy. Monica Jacobs, we have started the star puzzle, and we do not know what we are doing.
The what? The star puzzle?
The star puzzle.
Yeah.
Do you have any insight, Monica Jacobs? We know that we should connect the little owl picture to the shirt.
Stars.
The little owls which say, "See, little one, even the stars have their own language," which I think is directly saying the stars become some form of
language.
Monica says she can help with that. You interested?
Yeah.
Yeah? Monica, whatever you can offer, we will gladly take your advice. Oh, boy. Yeah, are they individual
And look at the flag, she says. Okay.
letters?
So what we've gotten so far on these is that we know the flags are different colors, and so we're taking from top to bottom like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the colors.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the stars, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the like little rotations. So I listed out all of the different rotations as well as all of them added up together.
So here's something a little crazy. You have 5 possible points that can be highlighted.
Yeah.
In 5 colors.
Yeah.
So technically, we have 25 unique...
Which could be letters.
Right? One letter of the alphabet being left out. You know, maybe there's no Q, so they just went, good, go ahead. 25, 5 times 5.
Jeez, yeah, but that's like...
How do you feel about that? So then we are talking about, like, you know...
A language.
A language. So is it, you know, white is the first one. A, B, C, D, E. And then yellow. F, G, H, I, J.
It's just so hard. Because...
Well, that's where we just write. That's where we just write, hon.
Yeah.
Right? So, oh my. Does that sound... Monica Jacobs says, yes, you're on it. No Z. There's no Z. That's what it is. These convert into 25 unique characters, letters of the alphabet.
Okay.
All right. So why don't we just chart it out? Do me a favor and type in one column, type white 5 times. Oh, honey.
What? Oh,
Can't we just do it?
Yeah, I know. It's just okay.
All right, and then
Yellow,
yeah,
right?
yellow.
But why? But my question is, how do we know that this works, not the other way?
What do you mean?
Well, whatever. Okay, yellow, blue, blue, blue.
Purple.
I called it gray.
We can do fine. Gray.
Green.
Green.
Okay.
Okay. And now within those 5 subsets,
Like 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
as long as we have a mutual understanding of where
yeah.
1 starts. Is that the topmost part of a star, or is that the
Well, are any
top
stars
left?
ever by themselves? Because then we're going to know that that's
an A or an
an
I?
A or an I.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay.
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 So, so I think we're going straight through the alphabet.
There's
by
one
the way.
blue that I have by itself. Is
You
it
have a
not
blue by itself towards the bottom.
That's not by itself.
I don't think that's by itself.
Okay.
All right. So, are we literally going straight through the alphabet? In which case, we're saying
Wait, I screwed something up. Blue, white, white, green, gray. How did I screw that up? Okay. Whatever. All right.
okay.
Yep. Sorry.
It's okay.
Do you want to go by the alphabet? Or
Yeah,
do you
I don't want to
try?
just go straight through the alphabet.
Oops. As
All right.
like this is A,
A,
this
B,
is
C, D. Bam. Exactly.
G, H, I, J, K.
All right.
As you know from previous videos, I'm very good at the alphabet.
We've worked
no,
a
it was
lot with the
counting.
alphabet this past week.
B, W, X, Y.
All right, and we're leaving off Z. So 1, are we going to say that that is the...
That's star position 1.
So that's this.
Yes. Yeah. Let me.
So top left.
Yeah. Let me see though, because I wrote these already. I wrote what they are. 5, 2, 5. Okay, so I already wrote that.
You already wrote it in like what the actual
in like
thing
number
is?
code. Yeah, numbers.
All right, so you can then say that blue 5 is
Yeah.
O, right?
Yep. All right, so let's just make a little combo here. Equals this and this. Okay, and then we can do this. Oh, we gotta do here. What are you laughing at over there?
Nothing, dear.
What is it?
In many ways, I think that this is helpful, but the way I'm thinking right now, it's only scrambling me up. So just go
Sorry.
for it. It's all right.
Blue and 5. This here.
And then match it to that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
What happened? What's going on? It just says, oi. I don't think
Oi,
that's right.
oi, yo.
Wait. A1 and C1. Look.
That's how they talk at the end of Star Wars Episode 3 when they're giving birth to Luke and Leia. A robot starts going, Izita, oiga. So maybe this shirt is written out
Oh, that's why.
by a Star Wars robo.
No, that's not right. Oj. Ohio.
Site. Ohio.
Ohio. Could it be backwards? Ego.
Ego. Site. Well, how did you group them? Why don't we let's do
I went clockwise because I
very
feel like
simple-
that's natural.
So you started here.
Yeah.
So blue 5, right?
Yeah.
We're saying is O.
Blue 5 is O.
Okay. And then yellow 3,
Yellow 2.
yellow
Did I get it wrong?
yellow
Yep.
3.
Okay.
Okay. And then white 5.
Yep.
Okay. Now that still doesn't make
No,
a
it
bunch of
doesn't
sense.
make any sense.
Right? All right, what about this cluster?
So is that a blue to the left?
This is blue 5,
Blue 5. Yep.
I think.
Yep. Yellow 3.
Yellow 3, white 1, blue 5.
Blue 5 is very common.
Are we sure these are blue? Maybe this is purple? The blue is very blue, right?
You're right. Okay, so maybe those are gray.
Oh boy, color printing on a color shirt.
I know. Oh, if it's T, that's really good. The, that.
That. Interesting. All right, give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Charles says, math and colors, my 2 pieces of kryptonite. Jen Jack says, it's okay, Will. I am already in a deep state of confirmation bias. Monica Jacob says, the order of the number groups is in the picture. I think we did that. And then colors out of order. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, all right. Just trying to...
Wait, the order of the number groups. Picture.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5.
okay.
Right? Top left, top right, bottom left.
Yes,
That's 1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Okay. So we've got then... That's done. All right, so green,
Yep.
4.
Okay, got that. It's X.
Yellow,
Doesn't seem
4.
right. Okay. Yep. I.
Yellow, 2.
Yep.
Yellow, 3.
Yep.
Purple, 5.
Yep.
Or gray 5, sorry. All right, then we've got yellow 4,
Yep.
green 3,
Oh, that I was. With snow. Oh, wait. Making love, drugs,
oh my gosh.
doing queen.
Okay.
Okay.
We have the words out of order or something. Because I
Yeah.
was with Snow Queen would make more sense.
Yeah.
Let's keep going through.
I was with snow queen. Okay.
And then that could be love, backwards, evil.
Yeah. No, I know. It's the, that, the night. What? Wait, which one is this? It should be N. Blue 4. Could this green be a blue?
I don't even know where that is on the shirt. Huh?
Sorry.
That's my point, is we need to go through this because I
This
don't
is-
know.
This could be blue. It's not, but it could be. Maybe it's a mistake. Okay.
What's happening.
Okay. It is clockwise from here. Doop, like that.
Okay.
So what's happening is some of the words are backwards. So
Okay.
I think what happened is this whole section is backwards. Like it's just opposite because it's I went from here to here thinking, oh, let's go
but it's
clockwise,
actually
but that
reading
doesn't
left
make
to
any
right
sense.
again.
Yeah. So let's go. So from the bottom, we've got, so this is this part. So let's just flip this. So let's do. Can I just flip it around?
Let's just read it because we
Okay.
can just read
Okay.
it, right?
So
So it goes, I was with Snow.
I was with snow, and then it's
and
got to
then
be
Queen doing drugs, making love.
That night, I was with Snow Queen doing drugs, making love. So who made this shirt?
What? What?
Don't yell. Don't yell.
Confused.
Okay.
Who made this shirt?
It's in the book.
I'm very fluffy. I was with Snow Queen that night doing drugs, making love.
Will Fox did it.
Will Fox made the shirt? So So once again, so he's saying that he was with Courtney.
Yeah.
Although she says, they said I was the Snow Queen, I wasn't even a princess. What do we think? Oh, and Charles is saying Daryl walked in, that's why someone killed him. Ian made the shirt.
Oh, Ian made the shirt? How do we know that? It must be somewhere.
So Ian was with Courtney.
Ian was with Courtney, and Daryl was with... No, not Daryl. John was with...
Sally. Courtney was the Snow Queen, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, then it wouldn't matter if Daryl walked in on that. He would have been worried more about Sally. Right?
What are you saying?
Who was their artistic designer? Yeah, I think that was the Ian Brady, their photographer. Every dude in the band was with every chick, says Charles.
So wait, let's just write this
The
out. 'Cause now I'm
photographer
getting
was
confused.
Ian Gallo.
Ian
right
Callow.
Here. Ian Callow.
No. Ian did the book, or did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
which is
designed
the
the shirt?
I mean, I have a feeling that if Ian did this, which is the key to understanding the shirt, right?
Yeah, also designed him. Yep, sorry. New exclusive t-shirt designed by Ian Callow.
So there you go. I was with Snow Queen that night doing drugs, making love.
So Ian was with Courtney.
Ian's okay. So then Courtney couldn't have killed.
Well, yeah, she was also passed out in the hallway, so she wasn't doing great.
Okay. So that's another one down. So we still have two.
We still have two.
Still have two.
We've still got these guys.
So this stacked cipher is from Sewer Horse Records to Will Fox, and the horizontal one is Will Fox's to the World, which he references needing a one-time pad to solve.
Do we have anything that has numbers on it? Like
Like
that?
anything?
Yeah.
I mean, we have toxicology reports and...
No.
We have what are things that we haven't used much? We have a drumstick. We have a guitar pick. I mean, is it time to use a hint?
I don't know. I'm not really feeling like a hint.
Do you feel like you have any sort of theory as to what happened that night?
No. I like can't keep it all in my head. So it's like, okay, so Ian was with Courtney.
Well, do you want me to read their actual statements and then we can say what we've found out that differs from their statements?
Daryl was with John Inky.
Was with Sally.
Inky was with Sally.
Now, I think who said that they were with Bobby all night? Remember?
Bobby and Doodoo are with each other all night.
Bobby and Doodoo, you're right.
No, it's from the map, which is on the website. Oh, I was already there.
Bobby and Ian.
Ian and Bobby.
But Ian wasn't.
So then Bobby
Ian was
wasn't with
Courtney.
anyone. I think Bobby did it.
There's been like no focus on Bobby. Bobby Lessman, who died.
And who's having all this money donated to the Noah Foundation.
Yeah, you're right. What was with the deal with Bobby Lessman? Let's see. Bobby. Oh, this is weird. Why do they reference... Why is there another Bobby? Why are there two Bobbies? Daryl would often return home drunk and angry. He would end up supported by the arms of Bobby Morris, who chauffeured Daryl around town in exchange for his company. Daryl had a history of destructive behavior. After Daryl met Sally Lowe, things started getting better for Janine. Sally was cool and in charge. It was Daryl's idea to start the band. He got Bobby behind the idea and convinced Sally to join. None of them knew how to play musical instruments, but that didn't stop them. Daryl wanted the lifestyle and none of the work, so he picked bass. Bobby decided to skip the music and manage the band.
So he is Bobby Lessman.
Charles says Daryl was with Sally, Sally was with Daryl and John Enka, and Ian was with Courtney.
Who was
When the hell does Bobby Morris become Bobby Lessman?
who was Will with? Oh, he this is his website. So he was by himself.
Will is saying that he went out to the bar and then the cops came.
Who was Janine with? Was she with anyone?
I don't know. She was in the room right next to Daryl and Sally, though. That's interesting.
I don't like that. So I feel like Bobby and Janine might have done it.
Why?
Because they're now colluding on this shell company.
Now, well, Bobby's dead.
Right.
Right?
But he set up the shell because he created this Noah song thing.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Did Bobby just, in the writing, did his name change? Jeffries met with Bobby Lessman, and the two of them discussed the plan for the band.
Yeah, it's possible his name just changed.
Am I crazy?
No.
Oh. Thank you, Stacy. Bobby Morris is Bobby Lessman. Hunt a Killer confirmed the mistake. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right, good. So at least that we don't have to look into that any further.
That's good.
All right. I'm going to read about Bobby Lessman, all right?
Okay.
With the murder of his best friend, Bobby had no choice but to move on after FLUF. He decided to resettle in New Mexico, where he attended business school. After his graduation in 1977, he began selling advertising space for a now-defunct local newspaper. He moved from selling ads to selling the paper they were printed on. He has been vocal at times regarding Daryl's death. He believes that Daryl's tumultuous relationship with Sally played a large role. They were often fighting over little things, he later recalled, and it was hard to be around them. But, they would have it out, and then one of them would storm off, and a day later you'd see them together again. Yeah, I'm not seeing much that's cryptic about him. He says he's going to go off, be his own man, try to make a difference. But, okay, let's go through everybody's statements. Okay. How about that? Let's start with Ian Callow, who now we know was with Courtney all night. Mm-hmm. Ian Callow says, Bobby and I were in our room watching TV all night. We were all tired. I didn't see anything or hear anything over the TV. We left the Mojo right after the show. We packed up quick and got out of there by 8:30. Me and Bobby took the van back and the band walked, so we were in our room the whole time. I'm just the photographer. I don't get close to the band or involved or anything. I don't remember anything weird. Then people were shouting, and you showed up. Witness was alert but visibly shaken. He appeared uncomfortable but was cooperative because he was lying.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, now Will Fox. I went back to the bar at the Mojo. They were still open, so I thought, why stick around some crummy motel with everyone bumming out over a shitty show? The rooms all looked dark when I left, except for Daryl's and Sally's room, and Courtney's. I drank at the Mojo for a few hours. I wasn't around the motel to see anything happen. Enka stopped by. He tried to talk to me like we were old friends, but I can't take that guy seriously. He left after a little while, and I stayed until the manager called you guys and kicked me out. It was on my way to my room that I saw Courtney on the ground. Looked like she did a full faceplant on the concrete, near the pool in front of Janine's room. I don't know where she went, but I knew right away she'd done too much of that damn powder. I'm not sure what time that was, but I went straight to the motel after the Mojo, and I think the walk only takes about 10 minutes. Witness was agitated and stuttering. We have no reason not to believe that story is true.
Yeah.
Right? So that cuts out Bobby's cut of the 24-year contract, the fact that he's dead.
Yeah.
If Ian used Bobby as an alibi, Bobby would have to know something. If Bobby is lying and saying he was not with Courtney. Ian was not with Courtney. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, where the hell was Bobby? All right. Let's see. Bobby Lessman's. I didn't see what happened. I was in my room with Ian all night. I left once to check on Janine and make sure she was okay. That was around midnight. She was asleep. After that, I went back to my room and Ian was there and we watched some TV before going to sleep. Then I heard Will shouting outside. At first I thought it was just Will being Will, but then I heard Janine shouting too. So that's why I came out to see what was the matter. And his is the statement that gets cut off.
You know what we haven't used is the timings at all.
I know.
Like sitting down and actually saying like what happened when and whom. Like I feel like we almost have to like plot it out. I know that sounds annoying, but
no, I mean that's detective work. Mm-hmm. That's probably the truest detective work. Right?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Sure.
I think we can probably do it somewhat quickly.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got. Okay. So this is from Bobby's statement, right? So we start playing our show at the Mojo, 7:45. 8:20, we finish the set and start packing up. The next band gets their stuff on stage. So we leave the Mojo. I'm back at the Mojo drinking.
Yeah.
Anki arrives at the Mojo. Anki leaves. 12:15, I leave the Mojo. 12:25, I find Courtney's body.
Weird way to say that still. But okay. All right. So why don't we let's try to get
I'm
some
gonna color code this.
deets about when Daryl was killed, when he died. Right?
Yeah.
So this is, by the way, this is all November 8th. Now,
Okay.
I don't have his time of death, at least not right here. His autopsy was November 8th, 1973, though.
Okay.
I thought we did have a time of death somewhere.
No.
No?
Okay.
So the police interviews are all after 5 a.m.
Okay.
Do you want to know the order? Or
No, it's not to do with the interviews. It's to do with like when they said they were places.
Yeah.
Like the orders of things that happened.
Okay. All right. So here we go.
Okay.
All right. Will Fox says he went back to the bar at the Mojo.
Yes.
They were
that
still
was
open.
at 9:30.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he got kicked out at... we have the
12:15.
police report on his website.
Yeah.
Can you go to Watchful Will? At
12:15.
12:15, according to the police thing.
Yeah.
So
pretty verified.
pretty verified.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ian Callow
Okay.
says they packed up, left the show at 8:30.
Yep.
Confirmed. He doesn't say anything else about times.
Okay. What
Nothing
does he
else.
say he did?
He says that he was with Bobby all night.
Okay. But
Which
we know he wasn't.
gives Bobby no alibi.
Okay.
Okay. Janine Fanton.
Okay.
She says she was asleep the whole time.
Okay.
She heard Daryl and Sally fighting in their room after the show.
Okay. So Janine hears Daryl and Sally fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sally knocked on my door later, but I didn't answer. I wanted to be asleep. I wanted to go home.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Bobby Lessman. Mm-hmm. Didn't hear anything that happened.
Okay.
He says he left to go check on Janine and make sure she was okay. That was around midnight. She was asleep.
Oh, so it wasn't Sally knocking on her door. It was Bobby.
Might have been Bobby.
Okay. Bobby knocks on Janine's door.
I mean, it's not. It could have been both, but
Okay. She is asleep. Okay.
then he heard Will shouting outside.
That doesn't make sense. Because Will wasn't back yet.
Well, Will
Okay.
at 12:25, so
Okay.
around midnight.
All right.
20-minute window. I'd give it to him.
All right.
Although I have no reason to trust Bobby Lessman right now.
Yep.
Okay. John Bjorn Enka. I went with Will back to the club after the show. He tends to get sensitive about his playing.
That's not what this says.
What does it say?
It says I'm back at the Mojo drinking at 9:30, but then Enka arrives at 10:15.
So he says he went with Will
Yeah, but that's not
back
right.
to the club. I went back to the Mojo. They were still open. Enka stopped by, he says.
Yeah. I don't think Enka was with him.
Yeah. So there's from 8:30 to whatever time.
10:15.
Okay.
He's unaccounted for.
So there's a window for Enka. Anyways, I ended up walking around by myself. I'm still the new guy. I wasn't even around the motel at the time. I was somewhere between Washington and Haystack or something like that. Hawthorne, maybe? Like I said, Will saw me at the club.
Okay.
All right. Will Fox, he has his statement twice in here. And then, yeah, I think that's everybody, right? We don't have Courtney's statement. That's missing. We don't have Sally's, as Charles has pointed out. Did you find Noah's newspaper clipping in the box? No. No, we didn't. Christy Spink says, why would Bobby feel the need to check on Janine?
I don't know. Well, because she's young, right? She's like way younger than everyone else.
Yeah, but that is weird. Why are you creeping around midnight to knock on her door?
Are we missing something?
Yeah, are we... Feel the bottom of the box.
Oh.
I don't want to destroy the box.
But it's so nice.
Box is so
freaking nice.
Sally's is written in the book, not transcribed, typed out. No. No spoilers.
Feel the bottom of the box.
Maybe the bottom?
Oh. Or this bottom?
No, maybe we're missing a clue or something.
I don't want to destroy it. We can check our
Janine.
contents.
Ian Callow.
Here.
Bobby.
Where's the little Hunt a Killer page? I was just reading it before.
Ian Bjorn Enke, Will Fox. I mean, we can open the spoiler envelope just to see what the inventory is.
No, we can look at the inventory.
I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Charles is right. Sally's, I think, right? Sally has a statement here, kind of. About a half hour after we got back to the motel, I decided to take a walk. I went to check on Janine. So she did.
Who did?
Sally did check on Janine.
Okay.
She says that. The room was locked and dark. I figured she was asleep. I saw Will in his room and John in his room. He was dancing. I stopped by the pool for a minute, but when I saw Courtney walk out of her room, I left the place. I couldn't look at her. I feel bad about that. I don't think she saw me.
I don't think this is in here.
Really? Are we missing something?
No, but it's not on the list.
We've got auction house letter, got it. DFF letter, got it. Fluff shirt, got it. Drumstick, fluff booklet, band poster, fluff album, owl illustration, band contract, novelty case file, guitar pick, solution envelope.
That's it.
Oh.
What?
Aha. Yeah, Monica, would you just send me a picture of that? I'd appreciate that.
Oh, there's lining?
Yeah, I don't want to destroy it.
But it would look
No. I'm not ripping out the lining. I'm not ripping out the lining.
It'd be so fun.
No.
But
I like it.
I want to rip it out. It really... Girl, how did you find that?
I do not want to destroy. It is
Only
against
create.
Willie's nature.
But it's going to be so fun.
You do it gently.
You do it gently.
I am not happy about this.
We spent so much time talking about how much we love the box.
I know. Is there any reference to ripping out the lining anywhere? How do you get this?
You just be nuts.
Charles says there's a loose corner.
I don't think there is. Oh, this one's kind of loose. Guys.
Where's the mouse? What's happening?
Making me destroy our children.
It's beautiful.
I so don't want to do this.
Do you sense it?
I do. It's right under there, but I don't.
Oh, you can feel it?
Yeah, kind of.
Let me get my pudgy paws on that.
Right here. Feel the edge of something.
Yeah.
Could just be glue. That's the thing.
Is there a loose corner of the bottom of the box?
Not really.
Don't make me destroy.
Honey.
All right. Give me the box. I'll destroy it.
No.
Give it to me.
No. I'll do a better job destroying it than you will.
You don't know that.
I do know that. If you go get me an X-Acto knife, I can sort of pry it out. Or just cut through, like...
Yeah. Just do it. This had better not be some horrible prank.
Yeah, if you guys got in some chat and decided how much you were going to prank us.
Monica sent us the photo of it.
Oh, she did?
Should we just do that?
No. Oh, there it is. Those rat little stinkers.
Nah.
Bobby. It's not an article. Is there something else?
Yeah, there is.
Oh my god. There was another thing in there.
Several somethings hidden in the box under the liner.
Oh my god.
Take that. I'm going to keep digging.
Oh my god.
Punks.
Little crunks. Something else?
Yeah.
Crash to 9, buddy. Zed is 25. Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh my gosh, we have a one-time pad? You banana brains.
Thanks so much, Monica.
It's not loose. There's no looseness.
Ours was not loose. Maybe
Noah.
other people's are loose.
We have a name for Noah and an ad for Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. Noah Herbert Alexander Jr., beloved son of Noah Sr. and Janine, born August 14, 1974, died September 20th in his home in Sauk Rapids from a congenital heart defect. He was 7 years old. Aww. Viewing and funeral services will be held in the family home for relatives and close friends only. The couple has requested that in lieu of flowers, donations be made to charities fighting childhood diseases.
Okay, more
so
stuff.
This means,
Go
by
ahead.
the way, that Janine would have been pregnant in December 1973. 2 months later.
Okay, some letters. Bobby, I'm quite fed up with all these old allegations and suspicions you keep throwing my way. I heard about what you said to Jenkins. I did not murder Daryl. I know we fought often, and I did not cope well being in that relationship with him. It's true I regret my last moments with him were confrontational. I've often thought about what would have been different if I had been there and not with JB. Yes, I was seeing JB at the time I was engaged to Daryl, but I hope that you notice how monstrous Daryl was towards me, towards everyone. Even you, Bobby, remember that. Daryl was not a good guy. He treated Janine okay sometimes, but I suspect it was out of guilt or pity more than some kind of altruistic sibling love. Janine once confided in me that her brother, before I started dating Daryl, he wasn't exactly a saint of a brother to her. Do you think even Courtney, the Snow Queen herself, avoided his abuse? I want you to think about it. When you even remember Daryl going out of his way to help any one of the rest of us, give up on your hero. He's nothing more than a faded memory of a gilded fantasy. Sincerely, Sally.
Wow.
Then we've got this one note.
Which I feel like that absolves Bobby, that he's trying to figure out who killed Daryl, right?
Yeah. To whomever finds this letter, I want you to know that I loved her. Whatever else is said, my love is honest and pure. Perhaps I did not show it the right way. That could be all it was. Maybe there was more, and I suspect that I'm missing something. I was always a step ahead professionally and a step behind personally. She hid everything, and that hurt too, but I couldn't talk about it. She had the upper hand there. What if anyone had found out? Everything would have been ruined. I needed to protect her. I needed to protect us. I still do. She got me through the hardest times. Seeing one of my best friends destroy himself was hard. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I guess I didn't have to. I could have done something, said something, but I didn't. I chose to sit on the sidelines and pretend like everything would work out fine in the end. I told myself I didn't have to involve myself. But deep down, I knew that was the coward's way out. That's why I think I looked to her to feel like I was doing something good. Looking back now, it was a gilded life I lived. Sally was right. I'll never know what really happened the night Daryl died. I slept through everything until I was forcibly woken up when the cops showed up. It was those damn pills. Life on the road was hard. Long days and short nights. I couldn't keep up with those guys, especially Daryl. I had to figure something out. So I started relying on sleeping pills just to sleep through the night. At first, it was just the nights when I knew I had to be up early to get things going. Pack the van, make phone calls, manage the band. Before I knew it, it was every night. I got hooked on the road and stayed hooked all the way through college. I had to go through a program just for sleeping pills, and it was hard. I can't imagine dealing with stronger forces than those. It's been wrong of me to assume I had it all figured out because my friends were the ones who suffered the most. I hope that I can finally make things right. I can't do it before it's too late, but maybe I can do it before it's all over. Bobby Lessman.
All right, so
Bobby was asleep.
So then that means that Ian Callow used Bobby being asleep for his alibi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, but why did Bobby have an alibi with him?
What do you mean?
Why would Ian want to kill her?
No. Ian was with Courtney. Remember, he was trying to
Yeah.
keep it secret that he was with Courtney all night for
Oh,
some
I
reason.
see. So he just used him.
Yeah. Jen points out more with the gold/golden motif, the gilded life, the gilded
Yeah.
hero, and everything.
We should
Okay.
do that.
So, Bobby, crash the 9, buddy. Zed is 25. Crash the 9. Why do I know that phrase?
Because he said it on the website.
You said it on the website?
Where's
Zed
the-
is 25.
The clicks.
The mouse? Where's the clicks? So, Zed is 25. I feel like there are a lot of hidden messages that I don't know what they really mean. You know, I know what they literally say. You know, that night I was with the Snow Queen doing drugs, making love. I know what that means. Why is that hidden on a shirt? The human element of it, I'm not picking up on. The motives, I'm not picking up on, and I know that. That's frustrating me right now because I feel like we are very close to the end. That's why Bobby feels guilty. He lies for Ian. But why does Ian have to lie about having spent the night with Courtney? Why does that have to be kept secret? That would be a fine alibi. I was with Courtney all night. Right? Yeah, Charles, you're in charge of the motives. So I'm having a very hard time with it. Oh, Allie is all over. Whoa.
Sorry.
Allie's all over what you're doing, Charles. Crash the Nines is a card game with a point system. Allie is currently looking up Crash the Nines, Blackjack, Crash the Nines. Blah, blah, blah. Same page.
Oh. No, it's not.
What?
It's not a thing. Is it?
Wow. Here, Allie, just click this. Click the word commentary. Searching for Crash the Nines. The top result is watchfulwill.com. That's weird. The only time Crash the Nines has ever been used is on Watchful Will and 88% off Yeezy 305 Boost V2 Brown. Whatever the hell that thing was. Crash is the game, Al.
Oh.
That's funny. Crash Bandicoot. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Crash card game?
They remade Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation 4.
Here we go. A British card game extension of 9-card brag. In Crash, there's no betting, as in brag, but rather players aim to reach a total of 11 points.
Jen, Noah, the child, was born August 1974, which means that he would have been conceived somewhere around December 1973, which is a month after Daryl's death. Same month as Courtney's death, though.
Card rank,
That's interesting.
lowest to highest. Look, highest to lowest. A, K, Q, J. And these are all cards. What?
I'm pointing at where Allie's reading the card rank. So, yeah, you're right. Q93K.
Right here.
Okay.
But these on here, on the letter,
Yeah.
we don't have a copy of because we didn't even know it
I
existed.
didn't even know this existed. Yeah, they're not going to be able to read that. Crash the Nines, and then in a column it goes Q93, K425, 10, 5, 4, 6, 7, blah, blah, blah. It eventually starts going like J7, J, K, A, 5, 7, Q. So it's definitely cards. Crash the 9, buddy. So we need to find out, the entire ranking, and then we can turn this into,
A key.
yeah. Charles says, someone else had a thing for Courtney, like the love triangle between Enka, Sally, and Daryl. Possibly. I mean, what's the point? Let me just ruminate for a little bit while Allie looks up details about Crash. You want to kill Daryl. Okay. Do you also want to kill Courtney? Maybe. Right now I don't really see why. Maybe Courtney witnessed something that she shouldn't have seen, but if she was with Ian all night, then that gives her an alibi too. Like, not only is Ian's shirt message an alibi for himself, it's an alibi for Courtney. So she didn't see anything. So did she just die of an accidental overdose a month later? And the whole thing about Super Horse Records and the crazy Enter program and Will's theory that they were all killed for a reason, is that garbage? Is it red herring? Someone killed Daryl. Someone slit his throat with a mirror. Everyone's fingerprints were on it. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Courtney. I don't understand why Ian can't tell the truth about why he was with her. The siblings, Jen, were Janine and Daryl. Janine Fanton, Daryl Fanton. She's younger, and yeah. No,
Z is 25. Probably means that the letter Z is 25.
when you turn that into a number, you're going to turn that into a one-time pad. So Queen, being the top of the ranking, would be, it goes through, what, 13? There are 13 numbers in a suit of cards.
Yeah.
So the Queen is 12.
Yeah. But it's tricky, though. Because this list of letters is what? How long did I say it was? Because this would have to be, okay, so the way a thing works is that it has to be 52.
52 pickup.
Yeah, that's my favorite card game. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So that is not a typical pad thing. I think they're just using it as a reference to, like, there's a key somewhere, and this is just the key, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, what you're saying, like, this is the one-time pad, the thing that we found in the lining.
Yeah.
But what
I'm thinking that's not using the typical one-time pad code breaking method.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, that's a little too, you know?
Too lofty.
Yep.
Charles says the 24-year contract seems like an afterthought for way after Daryl's murder. But the murder was just something for the specific time frame around the murder. We have two separate events happening. Daryl's murder is one, and the money contract is two. Monica Jacob says song timings.
Again?
What do you mean? We already solved something with song timings. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, we did the Courtney thing with song timings. But now we've got this. Crash the 9, buddy. Z is 25.
Do you know how many things are listed there?
I keep counting it, and then I keep forgetting what the number is,
Sorry.
because it's not a number that we use normally.
Okay.
It's like 28 or something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Monica, we got Courtney's story. I didn't kill anyone. Just me.
29.
I'm sorry, I got him hooked. They called me the Snow Queen. I couldn't even be a princess. I deserve to be forgotten by my friends and love.
Yeah. So I guess she's saying she deserves to be forgotten by Ian.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. So we have 29 things listed on this secret message from Will. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying, can you pull up the crash rules again? And the ranking. So A.
I just don't know why.
Well, do
it
we
doesn't have
strike
all
the
of them.
ones that aren't used? Maybe not all the cards are used in this game.
Maybe.
Right? So, like, forget 9. His 9's not in there. Crash the 9s. Kill the 9s.
Okay.
Right?
Maybe.
Is that crazy? So we would also crash the 8s and the 10s. Forget the 9s, 8s, and 10s. What do we think?
I don't know.
All right. Do you want to go back to Excel and just open up a thing and we'll just type these out, killing the 9s?
Yep.
Okay. Q. 3. K. 4. 2, 5, 5,
Wait. Okay.
4, 6, 7, Q, 6, A. I forgot, are we keeping 8s?
No.
No?
Oh, wait. No. I don't think so, because they're... No.
No, okay. Then after A is 5. J. 7. J. K. A. 5. 7. Q. All right. How many do we have now?
22.
22? All right, now we talk about them in terms of their actual ranking. So can you hit the left arrow? So Queen is
3.
well, but it's highest to lowest. So it's actually 2 is 1.
Let me just make myself a little key. I think it's easier. King, Queen, Jack, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then it's going to be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't think this is right, but it's okay.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like
Yeah.
turning them into, even if it's a Q, turning it into a number.
To see how many digits they have?
And now suddenly we have a list of numbers that may turn into letters,
Yeah.
right? Because now this is our one-time pad.
Yeah, but it only goes up to 11.
Z is 25. All right, well then, yeah, I'm back to just being unhappy. Because, yeah, they're all going to repeat. No matter what, we're going to have 2 5s in a row. Even if we did that right.
Okay. I feel like Crash the Nines has something to do. I feel like there's other rules.
Oh, this is interesting.
What?
This is very interesting.
I got it.
Charles,
Sally set up a foundation for someone else's kid.
I thought Janine set up that foundation for her own kid. Am I wrong?
No.
After Daryl's murder, Sally Lowe flew out of California. She currently lives in London and operates a small nonprofit organization that aids victims of domestic abuse and works to end human trafficking. No. No, so that's not the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Janine started the Noah's.
No,
Right? Am I
no.
crazy?
Janine started Daryl Fanton. We don't know who started Noah's. I think it's Bobby.
Did Bobby start?
I don't know if he started it, but he's certainly donating all the money there.
Oh, boy. Wait a minute, am I crazy? Who started the Noah's
We don't know.
music? We don't know that? Wow, that feels incredibly significant now. Maybe a guy did it. Whoever the guy was is maybe the father. I mean, we're thinking that somebody went in to go kill Daryl, right? Maybe Daryl was going to confront someone and he got killed.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he was going to confront whichever band member was with his little sister, and then that person ended up killing him. It could have been a complete accident. You know, we're looking for motives. Maybe the motives was Daryl to attack someone else.
Hey, honey, can we do this one more time where we just only kill the 9s?
Only the 9s?
Yeah, but I don't know what this means, but just, you
Yeah,
know.
let's try.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Q,
Yep.
3,
Uh-huh.
K,
Okay.
4,
Okay.
2,
Okay.
5, 10, 5, 4, 6, 7, 10, Q, 6, A, 8, 5, J, 7. Sorry,
It's okay.
J,
Okay.
K, A,
Okay.
5, 7, Q, 8, 8. Done.
27.
So still not an alphabet.
Still not an alphabet. All right. I also was thinking about this code because we're not even talking about this code. No, this isn't the right letters either.
Is Bobby talking about Janine in this letter?
I feel like he might be.
All he does is talk about the person he loved without saying who she was. She hid everything, and that hurt too. But I couldn't talk about it. She had the upper hand there. What if anyone had found out? Everything would have been ruined. Right?
Yeah.
Did Daryl find out that his best friend and the manager of the band was with his little sister and freak out?
Yeah.
But then Bobby's, saying that he's trying to figure out what happened that night. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Stop doing whatever you're doing.
All I did was plug my phone in.
Okay.
It seemed like the simplest thing to do. I don't think that I'll never know what really happened the night Daryl died. I slept through everything. Does that mean could somebody have killed Daryl and not even realize it? Could Bobby have been in a sleeping pill haze? Al, I got to tell you, I'm doing it. I'm opening the solution envelope. We need a hint.
Okay.
You're fine with that?
I guess. I'll feel like a failure forever, but I'm fine.
Where is it?
I hid it
Give it to
in a place that
me!
you'll never find it.
Give it to me! All right.
With the cleaning stuff.
Here it is. Warning contains spoilers. About to do it. Solution envelope. Now, I'm going to point out. Al, can you click on news? Right over here. I'm going to point out that in previous premium boxes, opening the solution is not a one-way ticket to just bam, you know the answer. Usually it gives you the inventory first and gives you some more context for the inventory. So opening this does not give me all the answers, but it may point us in a better direction. And I think that is what we need. So I'm doing it. Charles says, if we can figure out who started the Noah Foundation, unless it's just as easy as Janine is his mom, so she started it. Christy says, maybe it was Janine's baby daddy. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking that whoever was with Janine was the killer. Either intentionally or accidentally. I do not know. Yeah. We do not know who's Noah's dad, who Noah's dad was. Not for sure.
Noah Sr.
I kind of think...
Noah Sr.
What do you mean?
It said Noah Sr. Son of Noah Sr. and Janine, née Fanton.
Oh, well then...
So they were married, actually.
That's weird. Why don't we know anything about Janine?
I don't know.
All right. Stop before you continue reading. Did you visit...
What?
Did you visit all 5 websites?
No. What's 5 websites? I knew
That's
there were
funny.
more websites.
See, they give you hints before they just go ahead and throw it all out there. Did you visit all 5 websites?
All right. So we got Noah's Song. We got Will of the Willow.
I'm putting it down. I'm not reading it.
Okay.
Watchful Will. Maybe Google Sewer Horse Records,
Yeah. What is it? Sewer Horse?
Yeah.
Horse Records.
No. I think it's Sewer Horse is 2 words. Oh, that's interesting. Open that. Whose website is this? Huh. Well, we found a fan website. We found a Hunt a Killer fan website. Here, just expand it. And when you have a second, if you click commentary, everybody can see.
Okay.
Okay, so this just sort of tells us. I think that may have actually been some of the writing from.
The answer, I feel like.
No, from one of the booklets. I think go back up and Google sewer horse as
One
3
word.
words.
3 words. I don't think so.
No. 5 websites? What are we talking about?
Do any of the websites link to other sites?
I mean, I hate to say it. Maybe one of those MP3s, they mention a website or something.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, boy.
Wait, was there another website that I was looking at yesterday that we forgot about? I feel like there is. That had information on it. Maybe not. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. Kids Music Wholesale?
I'll try it. Is it a website?
You wrote it down here.
Oh.
No, this looks like the same logo. Hey, buy the rock and roll electric guitar.
Let me just say on sale. Wait. Do you see that these are codes? Look, wait.
Maybe just have her over.
Look. That seems like something.
I mean, it just looks like a URL to me.
The fact that it's the same for both?
It can't be.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's the same link from the on sale button. Loud is Proud. In Key Groovy. My very first guitar rock and roll. Music notes on that picture. Hit Control I. Scroll around. It's because this is an old trick. Okay. Not that it matters that they don't sell a bass, which is what Daryl Fanton played. Just saying. Christy Spink says, I think she was knocked up by Bobby and married Noah Sr. to hide it. It's interesting. Very interesting. Five websites. Punks. You hunter punks. NoahSong.org. We got that.
All right, what else do we have? We've got the auction house.
GFG Auction House.
You want to try that?
Gregory F. Graham.
Auction house. No.
What did you search?
GFGauctionhouse.com.
And it brought you to a Yahoo search?
Verizon something.
Did you change my search engine?
Honey.
Just
yeah,
asking.
I did. I changed your search engine.
Just asking. Auction is eloquence, they say on here. It's funny.
Yeah.
Boy.
Come on, honey. The only thing on this website that we just found kind of out of nowhere is this code.
Okay.
I mean, it's got to be something, right?
I don't know. It feels very...
It looks like a hex code.
It feels like we've been in the escape room for a long time, and
Okay. We're making it up.
a little bit. All right, I'm going back to the solution envelope.
No, let's find the last website. No?
I do. I want to find it.
Okay. Do we do Daryl Fanton Foundation, darylfanton.org? Who searched Daryl Fanton Poop House?
Did you change my search engine?
No. Fanton. Is it DARRYL?
DARR, yeah.
Fanton.org. Daryl Fanton foundation.org.
Oh, because it's not a search. You're just going to the address. So it's... Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Headquartered... Wait, scroll up.
Mm-hmm.
Minneapolis. Okay. Janine Fenton. What happens if you click Learn More? Does it actually go anywhere? No. Yeah, a lot of the Hunt a Killer pages function the same, where like you click something and it'll pop you to another
Latest
section
news,
of the same.
fun drives. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Double Dutch for Heart.
Noah's song.
Yeah. What?
These are a bunch of places that also were getting stuff from that thing,
Okay.
from that website. Loud and Proud has a drumstick. What does the copyright at the bottom say? Did Will have something other than drumstick?
A guitar pick. So she's thinking guitar and drums from the Kids Wholesale Music?
Wait, is it A A C C C D F E F H H? Like, could these spell things? A D A E A A A C C C, no, C W C F
I like what you're doing, though.
C C D D H F A I D F M H H.
JLLMMNNSSTTT.
Once again, though, not enough. Oh, what's that?
What was that?
Oh, this is the same page. You know what's funny? I think this is clip art that I've seen before.
Hit
Anyway.
Control A again. I realize it's silly, but
Nothing.
scroll all the way down. Okay. All right. Click Learn More, but don't do it in a new tab. Just click it.
Nothing.
Just brings you the same thing. Okay. All right. So I had a drumstick and a guitar pick that were in the box. Drums, guitar. Try just clicking. Not new tab. On buy now or on sale, whatever. Is that what happens when you click it?
Mm-hmm. Goes to the top of the page.
Oh, that's bizarre. Okay. Look at the music notes. Some are filled in, some are not. Or is that just a music thing?
I don't. This looks like clip art. I doubt that they would have done that good a job.
Do Control Right. Search Google for this image.
Oh, okay.
Or right click, I mean.
Can
Oh,
you
wait,
just
hit
do that?
cancel. Yeah, right click. Oh. I guess it's not. What's going on? Whatever.
It's probably because I changed all your. Oh, it's not a picture.
Yeah, it's not a picture. Okay. All right, I'm going back to the solution envelope.
Oh.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I think we're on the right track.
Well, yeah,
What?
we're on the right track. It's just, what do we do with that information?
Well, I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm
All
going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. What? Some of this is weird. Owl. We got the owl completely right.
Good.
Ah, okay. Some of this makes a little more sense.
Okay.
Should I just be reading this out loud? Do you care?
No, I don't want you to read it.
You don't want to know?
Not yet. Help me solve these puzzles.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay. I don't even know how to say this really. So there was that line, that like block of code that Will Fox got from Enter.
Yep.
Or so he thinks. If he believes it's from Enter, quote, after working on it for a few hours, then he must have discovered some pattern.
Okay.
Wait. All right. You're not going to find this out without... What? Oh, boy. I don't even know if you want to do this at all.
What is it?
I don't want to spoil it for you right now. I'll say this.
Okay.
If you go down this road, you're going to be annoyed.
Okay.
Do you still want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. The word enter has 5 letters.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
What do you take from that information?
Get rid of every third letter?
Why?
Because the capitals?
No. Ignore the capitalization. The word enter has 5 letters.
Okay. So just get rid of every 5th letter for random?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
How many letters are at the top of this block?
5. Oh. Do you get rid of them?
Don't get rid of them. Use them.
What?
If XUQOB equals ENTER, then what is the key to solving the whole message? When there are no repeated letters in the first line. So what they're saying is E equals X there, but also somehow O equals E.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? I will give you one hint, another hint, I guess. This is a quote from this section. It is nearly impossible to decode this cipher without knowing ...
What?
And once again, I remind you
I'm going to be annoyed.
that you're going to be annoyed when you solve it. Do you want to just know?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit more, and then you decide what you do with with this information. It is nearly impossible to decode this cipher without knowing that it is written using the bifid technique.
How would we know that? How would I know that?
I don't know.
Doesn't say that? It doesn't say why?
No.
Fudge sake.
Will found this note on the ground, and if someone had intended for him to read it, they would have given him some sort of key or additional clue. Will just stumbled upon a random encrypted poem and saw more in it than there was.
Oh, it's just random?
It has nothing to do with him.
Okay, great. Never mind.
You're not going to solve it?
I don't even know how to use this thing.
I'm going to read to you what it says then.
Okay.
All right. Enter if you dare. No one will free you from the dark. This message is ominous, to be sure, but the truth is that this note has nothing to do with Sewer Horse Records, Will Fox, or Daryl Fanton. It was part of the insanity of his Conspiracy Man website. It was a red herring.
Great.
Yeah. In Mickey and George's interview with John Bjorn Enka that we listened to, John Bjorn let slip that he was with Sally, contradicting his police report and confirming that he and Sally were both away during the murder, which is what Will suspected all along.
Okay.
Oh, and then...
Oh, I see. Okay, then.
What?
C, D, N, G, H, I, what? J.
There's a blank page of our solution envelope. And I'm really hoping... Okay. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, good. There's a completely blank page. I was worried that we accidentally got a blank page that wouldn't give us any answers, but no, it's okay. It's all right. I almost panicked.
Okay.
I almost freaked out. I would have just started screaming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
We were right about something.
Okay.
We were right about something regarding Bobby.
Okay.
Hey, a note from Will to Bobby. It's amusing. I host a podcast called Will and Bobby Know Everything. So Will wrote a note to Bobby.
This is fascinating, Will.
Okay. All right. Everybody brace yourselves. It's time for spoilers.
Okay.
Although, yeah, we didn't solve
This.
that one. Okay. Why don't I look
See how
that
to do
up
it?
first? Yeah, let me see if I can just cook up the answer real fast. Watchfulwill.com. Oh, okay. No. Not the suicide note. I want to read his cipher. No.
What?
Where is it? Last line. No, this isn't true. This says the last code on Will's website is the one he suspects of being from Enter. But it's not. The last one on his website is the one that he wrote saying that you need a one-time pad for, right?
Yeah.
I'm all jumbled. Watchfulwill.com. Yeah. 4 goes to 5. Yeah, am I crazy? From 4 to 5, we go from watchfulwill.com. Will's website correctly points to some information, though his conclusions are incorrect and based on faulty logic. Will believes that the shoddy contract agreement and the ban proves that the record company was behind Daryl's murder. In fact, the shoddy contract deal merely placed the royalties solely in the hands of Daryl. And then it goes to talking about how to do the cipher for the suicide note, and so on and so on. I didn't kill anyone, just me. I'm sorry I got him hooked. They called me the Snow Queen. I couldn't even be a princess. I deserve to be forgotten by my friends, by my love. With her note, Courtney asserts her innocence in Daryl's murder, declares her suicide, admits regret and remorse, and confirms she had a love. Linking this with the context of the T-shirt, we can confirm that at the time of Daryl's murder, Courtney and Ian were in love.
Maybe it keeps going, like later into the solution.
Maybe. Courtney also signed her middle name, Anne. Ian named one of his daughters, Leanne, after her. By the way, the reason that Ian wanted to hide the message, he's a successful children's book illustrator. He didn't want it to be known what he was doing.
Okay.
Message is ominous. But no, then it just jumps to From Florida with Arts. What's this answer? What's the answer to the LXE? No. What's that answer? Really? Okay. Okay, then we're in solution time. Do you have any final theory you want to posit before we read the solution to this box?
They're not going to tell us how to solve this?
I don't know how to solve that. I don't think it says it here. Here, I'll hide the solution.
Could it
5.
Could it be the same enter code, like a bifid
2.
code?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It feels like there's one thing that doesn't end up in the solution booklet.
Yeah, what the hell?
Are we crazy? Did anyone solve that line? Can you see how it appears, the context of the code on his site
It literally
again?
starts just talking about freaking stuff that's...
It's all the way at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last thing.
It's like the police would be very interested to know this.
I mean, yeah, maybe it
Hey, you know who
appears.
you are. Remember we were playing blackjack on the strip and got drunk, kept shouting, crash the knives, crash the knives. That's the best memory I have of you. Take that pad I give you that one time I gave you a pad, rather a sheet from the pad that one time. That one-time pad. You know the sheet I mean, the note. You never got back to me. If you have it, you can read this. If you read this, you will know that I know. Could it be as simple as, like, take these letters and go back the equivalent of, like, the cards? No, because they're not the same number, right?
I don't know.
It's not the same number of letters. It's 52. And that note has
29.
29.
But that's with the 9s.
Yeah.
We wrote it out without the 9s. We wrote it out without the 10s and the 8s
Wrote it out
and the
without
9s.
nines. And that's 27. 52. Is that doubled? No.
I mean, but letters get reused, so maybe the numbers
you're
don't
right.
matter.
You're right. Okay, so if this is... Yeah, but then what do they correspond to?
I know. Yeah, that I have no idea. Like, S is the 19th letter of the alphabet. Does it show up there at all?
No.
Well, X sure does. X
Well,
would
Z
be
is
the
25, they
24th.
said.
Yeah, Z is 25. We don't have a 25 in this cipher. I mean, should we convert these numbers,
Into letters? Or into
these letters into numbers,
Yeah.
and just see what happens?
Mm-hmm. You can't just like separate them. Ugh, that's so annoying. Sorry, I'm being like not just.
It's
letting you
okay.
read
No,
it.
I'm
I
like-
think, I know.
Hitting a wall. This is officially, I think, the longest live stream I have ever done. But I'm becoming a fudge boy.
What?
I don't know. I'm tired. Fudge net. Monica, did you solve this? Without a doubt, this is the hardest hunter killer thing
Yeah, by far.
I've ever done. Ever. And without a doubt, this is the heaviest box.
Yes, but with a lot of help. But the
did
hidden
solve
letter
it.
is the key to the code.
Yeah, that feels...
I get a lot of help with deciphering that because I'm crap with one-time pads and I can't remember all the details.
So we're on the right track, though, you think? Now? So we'll just very simply convert these letters into numbers. We already have numbers based on the one-time pad. We'll crash the 9s, maybe from here as well, or something, right?
Yeah, maybe. TJD. Let's do this. Well, we know M is also an A or an I, right? It's like it's the same thing.
Well, no, we're converting these into numbers. We're not
I know,
using that.
I know. Sorry. T, Z, B, T, L. All right.
But forget the crash thing. You're going off on a tangent. All right, forget
Okay.
the crash for this.
All right, so then
All right.
this is this.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J,
Do you want me to just
K,
make
L.
a-
12. L is 12.
Make a lookup.
X is 24.
I just did one somewhere else. Hold on. They said Z is 25.
Oh, yeah. Z is 25. So are we also leaving off a letter here?
Or should we just
Or should we
move
start...
everything back?
Yeah, so Z is 25, which would make Y 24.
I want to make A 25.
Oh, you think it loops around?
I guess.
Okay. See, it's 2. Okay. So now we have a number for each one of these letters. So if L is 11, I mean, we don't... Do we have an 11 from the other thing?
Only if you go like...
Can we make a love connection?
So she said, don't worry about the crash the 9. So if we'd say 10, 9, 8, 7...
Well, wait, what do you...
I'm just making a chart of the different values of these things.
Well, no, you've got A in there twice now, and A is the highest ranking.
I know. But A could be 1, or A could be 14. We don't know. I don't think we have to worry about crash. She said, ignore crash the 9, son. It's just card values. There's a letter shifting based on the card value, but I forget all the details because my head was spinning when my Cipher Master friend was walking me through it.
There's a letter shifting based on the card value. Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, is it possible that we're shifting letters and going like, okay, L is the 11th letter, but now we need to shift it by Q and like go that way? You want to try it? They seem to like that type of code. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
I mean, I'm lost, so okay.
Okay. Z is 25. Z is 25. Oh, no, only because I made it this way.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if Z is 25 means shift back by 1 for the equivalent of Z. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So if 17 is 5, Z is 25. One time pad.
I am froze. Yeah, I'm not seeing an answer for this. Although, wait a minute. Wait. There is an answer in here. It's not in the section for Will's website. It's in the section for this piece of paper.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense.
What?
Important. It's a reference to when they played blackjack.
Okay.
Which is a story we read elsewhere.
Yeah.
In blackjack, the jack, queen, and king all have a value of 10. And you were right. A can have a value of 1 or 11.
Okay.
Though Will only uses 11, according to his blog.
11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is about shifting. When applied to the corresponding letter in the cipher on Will's blog, they indicate how many times to shift each letter in order to get the correct original message.
Okay. So it's like, if it's the first letter, then it's plus 12? Or sorry, then it's plus whatever?
I don't know. The values in the list, these, are all transformative values that, when applied to their corresponding letter in the cipher on Will's blog, indicate how many times to shift each letter in order to get the correct original message. So I'll tell you this.
Okay.
That first letter becomes B.
So it's -10. Because the first number is Q. Okay.
X becomes O.
X becomes O. So if that's correct, if my calculations are correct, it's 3. No, that doesn't make sense, because X plus 3, 24 plus 3, 24 minus 3 is not O.
Well, shift by 10, shift by 9, shift by 3,
Oh.
maybe like that.
We never wrote it down with the 9s.
Well, let's just write it down as the things that they actually are now, right?
Okay. Yeah, but
Although, why are there 10s?
can you just tell me where the 9s come?
I don't know. What?
Where are there 9s?
After the first Q,
Okay. After the...
between 10 and Q.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So then, all right. So then this is...
-10. Yeah, this is right.
Okay. Okay. So equals, if you look up this minus this. Oops. Let me just do it this way. Equals this minus this.
Yeah, it has to loop around is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, so then this like that. Is there a max? Does it max out?
You have Z equaling 26 there, I think.
Yeah. So we want. But that's right.
No,
You
Z
said L
equals
is B,
25. L minus 10 should be B.
Yeah, that's 2, which is B.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We're just gonna have to wing it. Bob and I, Bob B. So this is -1.
So that's Y. Yeah,
minus
this
one
is right.
Y.
This is right.
Bobby and Ian -3, -8, -6. Does this just go backwards? So it's like.
No, so it should be. It should like loop around again.
Like up at the top.
You know, so like. Yeah, I don't know how to do it the way that you're doing it, but it's like.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And then we go, whoops. And then we go backwards. So we go like 0, -1, -2, -3. Like that.
Yeah, I guess. And that would be ZYXW. Right, so that A-1 is Z.
Yeah. Does this work? Z, Y. Sorry, I could never do the alphabet backwards.
Just copy it, I can.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Bobby and Ian were not in their room. Bobby and Ian were not in their room.
Yeah.
And then, things go wacky because it has to start over.
Bobby and Ian were not in their room.
When
I returned. When I returned. Bobby and Ian were not in their room when I returned. So Will knows that Bobby and Ian's alibi was garbage. He knows that Ian was with Courtney, and he knows that Bobby was
Killing Daryl.
Or
With the little girl, Janine.
Yeah. So I think we're there. Ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the solution?
I'm ready.
We've solved everything, I believe, again with a couple of clues. This was without a doubt the most packed bam, out of control.
There's lining that you have to strip up.
Couldn't believe it. Can you do me a favor? Click over to here. Click on the word news. Thank you. All right. For the end moments of Hunt to Killer 1973, looking crazy. We've been at this for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Here we go. The solution. The information gathered from the enclosed items tells the following story. Daryl was destructive and abusive. Janine had a rough upbringing with Daryl as her older brother and caretaker. Ready? Mm-hmm. Everybody? Christy, wake up. Janine and Bobby spent the night together before Daryl's murder, and Bobby fell soundly asleep from his sleeping pills. Janine's room was locked. Janine's room was adjoining Daryl and Sally's room. Sally, I did not get this at all, was not in the room when Daryl was murdered.
Yeah, she was with the guy she was sleeping with.
She was in Bobby's room rather than in her own room, I guess? Okay. Daryl received all
She
royalties.
was in John's room. Okay,
What?
anyway,
no,
sorry.
Janine was with Bobby.
No, John, Inky. Sally was with that night.
Oh, Sally was not in the room when Daryl was
Yeah.
murdered. I'm sorry, I got the names mixed up.
Yeah.
Daryl received all royalties from the album sales. Daryl's estate, through Janine, as next of kin, is funneled into the Daryl Fanton Foundation. DFF denotes most of its funds to Noah's Song. Noah's Song purchases a suspiciously large amount of instruments from Kids Music Wholesale. Didn't quite get that.
I did.
You got that?
Yeah.
Suspicious amount of song. Okay.
That's what I was talking about, the P&L.
Oh, okay.
KMW.
Janine owns Kids Music Wholesale. She redistributes all of the charity from Daryl's estate and the DFF into her own pockets without raising suspicion about her motives and relationship with Daryl. Janine is the only one with the motive and the opportunity to murder Daryl. Janine is the killer. In one fell swoop, Janine eliminated her brother, who was, by all accounts,
terrible,
a violent and abusive individual, disbanded the group so she could return home, and establish the foundation for her future financial stability.
Jeez, that's some long-term freaking thinking.
It is. That's pretty crazy. So it doesn't explain things that I thought we knew, like Bobby and Janine having Noah. I guess Janine,
that's not true.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Bam. That was insane. That was a lot. That was pretty out of control, honestly. Wow, everybody. Well, we did it. We are at the end. We have solved Hunt to Killer 1973. I don't know if we solved
I
that
don't know
one.
if solved is the right answer for that.
No, we solved it. We solved each individual cipher. I feel like we correctly found out where people were on that night.
Yeah.
But I think we got to chalk this up as a failure. What do you think?
No, we have never failed.
Okay, fine. We didn't
Not
fail.
once.
We definitely knew that Janine was the killer the whole time.
I was like, she's sleeping.
That's like the one
swear
theory
she's
I never
sleeping.
saw anyone
Yeah.
bring up, which is the kind of thing that's like, yeah, it was in plain sight. We know that Daryl was a violent, abusive madman. I'm curious to look back and see
I just
how he
can't
got
believe
his
it was
sister
for
in it.
financial gain. Like, who cares? Like, who would know that in 24 years they would want like a windfall from these album sales based on the fact that he was like a tragic hero?
I mean, but I think that it's more like out of desperation, she hated this lifestyle. I can knock this guy out. And bam, you know what? Wow. They were failing. Everything that we've read is about how FLUF was completely unknown. They were failures. She just wanted out and she hated him.
That is a big, big jump, though, to be like, oh, we're failing and my life sucks. Okay, let me play a game of chess in my head and like connive this whole game of cards to fall down.
Well, but my point is, I don't think she killed him being like, I'm going to get the money now, because there was no money. They weren't doing well.
She just killed him because she hated him.
Yes.
And then
Janine
she just got
Fanton
lucky.
grew up in St. Cloud, Minnesota without her parents. They died when she was very young, and her brother, Daryl, who was 12 years older, took the reins, became her legal guardian, and managed the household. But Daryl had trouble holding a job for longer than a month. He used up all their money buying junk food and booze. He spent his nights out with friends drinking. Daryl would often return home drunk and angry. I mean, there you go. Like, she just hated him.
Yeah.
She hated him. So there you go. Sally is off scot-free. I was very confident that Sally here would end up being, bam, right in the middle, would end up being the killer. But no, that was very surprising. So, okay. Hunt-a-Killer, this is the craziest one yet. The most like over
The most
top,
elaborate.
The most
The
elaborate.
coolest, I think. It's been awesome.
It was really cool. I can't believe that there's a full album in the box.
Yeah.
Can't believe that CWS wrote the lyrics
I know. That's really cool.
for the majority of the songs. Very cool. I don't even know what they're doing next. After this box, this having been done, Al, there's nowhere else for me to turn. I'm now waiting. I'm now just waiting.
You're like the rest of the people.
Yes. For months, I have had 1973 waiting in this little home studio. I've had 1968 waiting. And now I am the one who is waiting for Hunt-a-Killer Season 3 and their new paranormal subscription box, Empty Faces, which, note to self, I got to get that going. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us for yet another Hunt-a-Killer adventure. 1973 is one for the history books now. I for sure am going to be... Can you protect that keyboard as I slip this out from underneath it? I for sure am going to be putting this crazy crate, I don't know, somewhere visible, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Maybe this is actually just a good thing to store all my premium box stuff, right? Consolidate a little bit.
I like the
I
evidence
love
box.
it. Belongs on a shelf. All right.
I love it.
I'll see you guys in a future video when I attempt to solve another crime. Maybe I'll be a little bit more successful, although Allie says we perfectly solved it.
I didn't.
But thank you all once again. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you in the future. But until then, whew, happy hunting.
Bye.
Bam. All right. There we go. How's everybody doing? We're at almost 4 hours. I did not see this coming. I did not see it coming at all. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to put this on YouTube.
I think I want to go to bed.
I'm very tired. I'm a little hungry. And I don't know if I should just put
Did
this...
I make food? Yeah, I did.
You did. It felt like another life. I don't know if I should edit this or just put it on YouTube and let everybody live through
I feel like they have to live through it.
that. When you say that, it's like music to my ears because it means I don't have to edit 4 hours of a video.
Yeah.
Oh, that sweet song you sing. thank you for playing detective with me again.
Oh my God!
Detective
Thank you.
Palmer. Thank you all. Those of you who
if only
stayed through the
murderers
whole
and
thing.
stuff just left like codes. Well, the one guy did, and no one's solved it.
They all spoke in codes.
not like this. Not
band,
like this.
What?
Oh yeah, that you mean like they all in this band?
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
mean
saying,
all the
like,
murderers?
Within this fictional
Yeah.
universe, all of these band members from the 70s grew up to be like, yeah, I'm communicating in a bifid code. What about it?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just like a tripped out 21-year-old who's high on cocaine all the time. But
Yeah.
of course, I studied Vernier's code theory of spies.
Whoa, I'm going to embed a hidden message in the stars, man.
Yeah.
All right. That's all, folks. See you in the funny pages. That was a cookie. Thank you, Monica. I'm definitely putting this up without editing. Maybe anything. I don't know.
Never.
All right. I'll have to think up like a prize.
I'm
for
just
people
gonna
who watch
go.
the whole
I
thing.
already have a blanket around me. I'm just gonna go straight to sleep from this chair.
Yeah,
like
just
I'm
lay
just
back.
gonna sort of like go like this.
Or just like
So it's like-
Nosferatu. Just cover
Exactly.
and. Oh. All right, everybody. Oh, see you another time. Bye
in
bye.
another decade.
Bye bye. I haven't even moved my legs in 4 hours. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Good night. Have a good weekend.
More crazy hunter killer stuff from me coming. Yes, I'm waiting for the next box, but you know what? That doesn't mean that I don't have other things planned.
Going.
So you may see me sooner than you think. You also may not. Don't hold me to anything. Have a good night. Mom, you're incredible.
oh
Thank
my
you for
God!
your kind
Go to
words.
bed, Kathy.
Hey, leave my mom alone. All right. I have a problem talking. I really have to turn it off now. Bye, everybody.
Good night.